I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fam's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, part of you people in the place to be. What's good? It's your man, Uncle Freezy. What's good? Man, got a lot of stuff to talk about as usual. I'm frustrated as hell, and I'm ready to chop it up. Okay? I'm frustrated as hell, and I'm ready to chop it up. Right? The organization is lost as hell. This front office is inept, to say the least. Okay? This front office is inept, to say the least. You telling me all the work you've been doing behind the scenes, y'all going to get a doggone Denzel Valentine. All this, oh, a move is coming, Uncle Freezy. A move is coming. All this, a move is coming, and it's freaking Denzel Valentine. Y'all like, nah, Uncle Freezy, you be too harsh on the front office, man. You be too harsh in the front office. You always be throwing the front office under the bus. A fan, imagine me hearing this as a fan, as a lifelong fan, right? I don't have a championship of my own with this organization, right? I don't. Ain't no harm in that. If I was 8. I'm not 8 years old. This is ridiculous. Everybody telling me, oh, be patient, Uncle Freezy. Be patient, Uncle Freezy. The front of Leon Rose is the Don. Leon Rose got connections. Worldwide West. Jay-Z said something about Worldwide West one time, and whatever. That means we gonna win a championship next year. Really? Really? All this Leon Rose is the Don, Worldwide West this. Brock Aller is so smart. He a penny pincher that. All this Walt Perrin drafted Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell this. All I have is Quentin Grimes and Evan Fournier to speak of this group. Oh, I'm sorry. And the golden child, Obi Toppin. I keep forgetting Obi. I can't leave Obi out. I can't leave out the dude wasting a roster spot because he's going to be in a dunk contest. I can't leave Obi out Because, oh Lord, if I leave Obi out of the conversation, yeah, Uncle Freezy, you hate Obi. I was the same person, super excited about drafting Obi because of the potential of what he could be, right? But then you get him, and you realize it's not quite what you thought it was gonna be. Y'all remember Charlie Brown used to have the heaviest gift every Christmas. On the Christmas special, Charlie Brown used to have the heaviest gift. Charlie Brown used to be like, oh my God, this gift is so heavy. This gift is so heavy. And when he look at the gift, it's a rock. Yeah, Chuck, that's why it was heavy. Everybody else got kites and skateboards, and you got a rock. And y'all want me to calm down? Y'all like, man, step off, Uncle Freezy. Chill out. You up here on this popping YouTube channel, just spewing all this venom at the front office just because you're such and such and such. Yeah, the channel is popping, bro. We got a lot of talent. I mean, listen, you talking about Soulfinger and Staffadan, right? You talk about AD, Anthony D. He's so smooth, he don't even need a chaser. Anthony D is so smooth, he don't require a chaser. You got Free Keith and the Ghetto Intellect. You got Cornerstone Kev and GI. You got Subliminal 209. You got Cully. You got all this talent, right? And you want to pick on the Knicks front office. You know why? We have been sold a bill of goods. And listen, man. It's not fair. How's it fair? The Toronto Raptors can win a championship, man. The Milwaukee Bucks. The Raptors can win a championship. The Bucks can win a championship. The Phoenix Suns can even go. It's not even fair. They own it. Their owner is a clown. And he cheap. And we got an owner that will at least spend money. What are we doing? This ain't fair, man. We saying, man, Knicks fans going to every arena we go to is 50-50. We go to Memphis. You go to Memphis, Tennessee. In the middle of the third quarter, all you hear is bing bong. In Memphis, Tennessee. You go to a game in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and the crowd is 65-35. Knicks fans are the majority. Halfway across the country, Knicks hit a three. All you hear is bing bong. And we can't get a chip. This y'all move. A goddamn Denzel Valentine. Y'all like, yo, nah, Uncle Freezy. Nah, Uncle Freezy, nah. The front office is smart. They know what they're doing. The Leon Rose is the Don. Don what? Don Rickles? He the Don. He ain't even Staffadan. Staffadan would have at least got us to the playoffs. Man, this front office is a joke. We waited all this time for a trade, and this is what y'all get us? All this time we waited, and y'all saved us the money that y'all gave Taj Gibson as a gift. Y'all, bro, you think as a Knicks fan, you think we stupid, like we have a short-term memory. We knew you offered Taj Gibson the vet minimum. We knew that. And then we also knew that you went back in and gave Taj Gibson a pay raise up to from 2.8 to $5 million. And a few months later, after we recognize that Taj Gibson is washed all the way up, you're like, yo, we did a trade to save some money. We saved 1.1 mil. Really? How about you save 5 mil by not signing Taj Gibson? This is the move. This is the Denzel Valentine, who you cut, by the way. This is the move. We going off today, man. Listen, I'm telling you right now, if you ain't got your seatbelt fastened, you about to get left. I'm sorry. If you thought we was gonna be passing out roses, oh God, I can't even get through the thing without saying the dude's name. If you thought this was gonna be about, if you thought today's show was gonna be flowers and cotton candy, because a dude traded for Denzel Valentine and then cut him, y'all mistaken. Y'all mistaken.
What time is it?
I would like to introduce.
We need a key.
Staffordon, D.
Blessed
Ballin.
morning,
What's
blessed
good?
morning,
What's good?
blessed morning. What's good? What's good?
You are pleased.
Boy, I'm
I
telling
know
you,
what you
Freeze,
want to
you're on
say.
fire this morning, man.
I know what
You're
you
on
want to
fire.
say. I know what you want to say. I know what you want to say. Oh, that was a great move by Leon Rose, getting Denzel Valentine and saving $1.1 million. At least we did a trade.
Look, Freezy. One thing I could admit, man, I was one of those persons that saying, yeah, we got Leon Rose, we got all these great people, but they haven't been coming up big time for the Knicks, man. It's nothing to show, man. You said it all in your statements this morning. 1.1, okay. But what I have to kind of, a little disagree is I will still sign Taj, but I'll give either not sign Nerlens or give Nerlens half of what I gave him. To save that 5 million. But because Taj is a good person, and I like Taj, and I think most of the fans will want to keep Taj in the corner. But Nerlens, yeah, I wouldn't give him that 10 mil for nothing and save that money right there. You know what I mean? But you spot on, man. This front office has been inept. They haven't been proving anything to us. I don't know what Worldwide L is there for. Worldwide L. I'm sorry. Worldwide West is there. I don't know why he there. What is he doing? What is his role? You know what I mean? I see him in all the games sitting at the side of the courts, but what is his role, bro? What do you do? And Leon Rose, you got to step up the game, man. You got to step your game up, bro. These I don't know. I'm just speechless for words, man.
This is DSJ. This is what we do, DSJ. Our front office trades for Denzel Valentine. Is that the move?
Well, this is historically Leon Rose's type of thing. I mean, isn't he the same one that gifted us Andrea Bargnani?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
So why did y'all think that he was going to be able to pull off anything else? Again, this guy has shown. See, this is why I keep telling people, stop going for the names that y'all recognize, and maybe y'all need to start digging through the crates for some of these other people. You know what I'm saying? Start looking at these interns. This is why I get mad at people like Diaz Ballin. Some of the most brilliant basketball minds would rather sit on a panel than sit there in somebody's front office. But this all right, though. I'm not going to get at you today right now, brother. Stafford Don, same thing with you. Y'all, listen, y'all are not exempt from my trolling. I will be on y'all about this after this season. Don't worry about it.
For sure, definitely.
I got you, bro.
D, what's good, bro? Oh, D can't hear us, man. D probably counting money or something. Bro,
D doing groceries, family stuff. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right with you. Hold on.
All right. Oh my.
But yeah, it's a sad day when, again, the biggest moves that we're able to pull off is players that have they offer nothing to the conversation. Denzel Valentine's biggest contribution in any conversation was when he got drafted by from Michigan State.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, I guess.
I mean, couple good plays when he used to play for Chicago. Right. That's about it. Otherwise, another 6'4" guard. Come on.
Yeah. And actually, didn't he play the 4 at Michigan State?
Yeah.
He played the 4 at.
He played the 3 and the 4. Yeah, he was a combo forward.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Right. But
which is another thing too. That's odd for somebody who's 6'4" to be playing the power forward at that point. I think that's why a lot of us got it confused where we was like he's 6'6" or 6'7", because he was playing, again, like he was an actual wing and better.
Right.
He played like a front court player, so it was like, okay, so this guy's 6'7", and then you find out he's 6'4", and it's like, it made sense after he got to the league,
right?
But again, these are the choices that Leon Rose is able to make.
Yeah, man.
Clap it up for your president of basketball operation. Is it time to start the campaign?
Yes. I'm actually making animation right now. Leon must go. I'm working on the animation right now. I'm thinking about running it. I'm thinking about running it during the shows, bro. I mean, it's okay. So y'all remember at the trade deadline, right? The trade deadline a year ago, we were all right here, right? We were all right here, right? We were waiting on the move to upgrade point guard or something, right? Remember that? We were like, yo, we are in a lot of rumors. Woj was like, yo, the Knicks are in on Lonzo Ball. Remember that? And so we sat here. We ran the longest show ever. Danny, what's good?
What's good, Uncle Freezy? Good morning, guys.
Yo,
what's up, Dan?
We ran the longest show ever. And we were waiting for the Knicks to go get Lonzo Ball, right? Just waiting. We just waited up to the trade line came and went. And their master move was trading Iggy Brezdeikis. Y'all traded y'all kept Frank, kept Knox, and traded Iggy Brezdeikis.
RJ Barrett's best friend.
Let me bring an analogy. Do you agree that Leon Rose made his name with us and we associate with him fleecing us?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. And think about this. If you knew a guy and he got sticky fingers and he can't be trusted, right? Would you bring this man into your house to run operations inside your household?
Bro.
Yes or no?
Why would you let sticky fingers? Why would you let sticky fingers manage your checkbook? That's what he's doing.
Man, he's in charge. He's in charge of the food in the cabinets. Who takes care of the electric bill? Right, renovations. And you brought this man into your house. And what did y'all think? You know what it smells like to me, y'all? It smells like it's just the same old game. Dudes are just here for a paycheck.
Yep.
And they're not worried about this long-term sustainable success of this organization.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I believe he's right. I believe so, Freezy. I agree with D.
bro. The thing is, the thing with this Leon Rose regime, bro. And listen, we criticize everybody for not being perfect, right? It's what fans do, and I understand who I am as a fan. I don't pretend to be a journalist. I'm not in the media. I don't have connections to the Knicks. My connections are to y'all, to Danny Landis, to DSJ, Staffadan, Diaz Ballin, and everybody else. These are my connects right here. I'm not connected to the Knicks. I'm not doing like charity events with them. They ain't sending me stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a journalist.
Wish you were.
I don't write for a newspaper. None of that. I'm a fan, right? And I know fans can be irrational, right? But the Knicks have all the resources in the universe, and we can't win a championship. And that would be okay if me and Danny Landis were 9 years old. If we were 9 and we hadn't seen a championship, that'd have been like, okay, we might win one by the time I become a teenager. By the time I turn 20 or something like that. Bro, I'm not 9. Knicks, the stupid front up, they do the same things over and over and over again, man. They bring in a guy who says he's smarter than the other guy, and he promises in 2 years he's gonna get a disgruntled star to come here and take us out of this mess. We're gonna save draft picks, and we're gonna draft well, and we're gonna work our way towards respectability. Every dude that takes this job says the same thing.
Wash, rinse,
Broken
repeat.
record, Freezy. Same old thing.
I just
Keep
want to know
making
who's
the
going
wrong
to be
hires.
next year's.
That's what it is.
Who's going to be next year's disgruntled star? Will it be Zach LaVine? Will it be Bradley Beal all over again?
Yeah.
Who's the promise going to be? Because it's like it's never ended, which is why I said get over stargazing. Stop looking into somebody else's trash bin. Stop looking at somebody else's house with the argument going on, and just build your own crib. And stop using old bricks to do so. When we got rid of Steve Mills, we should have got rid of Scott Perry as well.
Yep.
We should have gotten more capable people. Look at what Phoenix did. Phoenix went ahead and got guys that was already in, on the ground personnel. Why didn't we do the same thing with Allen Houston? Maybe give him a run.
Right.
He's been with the organization from the beginning. You know what I mean? As a player,
Right.
Now as a front office executive, why not give him the opportunity to do, what James is doing over in Phoenix right now?
Right. Bring
So-
fresh eyes to an old problem.
I mean, it's just a thought. It's just a concept.
Right. Bro, I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated with what, bro, you telling me, you told me to wait and you got me freaking Denzel Valentine. No, Uncle Freezy, they smart, man. Trust me. Trust me, they smart. They do such and such. If they are so smart, why would they have to save the 1.1 million that they gave away to Taj Gibson when they offered Taj the league, the vet minimum, and then went back and offered him $5 million? So why do you have to go back and save the money? And then you went over the salary cap to give Taj Gibson $5 million. And now you're trying to save money?
Yeah, because with that Denzel Valentine thing, they waived him, and where'd they get 2.1 million back or something like that?
Yeah, because his contract was non-guaranteed to
Big bucks.
on to I think it's January 7th or whatever day it is. If they waived them before January 7th or something crazy that I heard somewhere.
Right. Oh boy. Freezy, you on one today, brother?
Bro, I'm tired. I'm tired of the same. Bro, it don't matter who the executive is. It don't matter. It's always the same stuff. They come in, make this promise, realize, I'm in over my head. let me just do something. Let me do a bare minimum move so Knicks fans won't bash us at the trade deadline.
What did I say yesterday, Freezy? As long as your soil is not fertile, your crops will never grow.
The soil is rotten.
That's the reality. So now you got to ask yourself this question now, right? Who is making the soil not fertile?
Bro, do you think it's James Dolan?
Who else is it going to be?
Yep.
You just said it yourself. Everybody you brought in here, we deal with the same nonsense and foolishness, the same roller coaster, the same cheap parlor trick tactics, and we always end up in the same place and having the same conversations.
So in this instance, D, you blaming James Dolan? That's what we're doing?
Me? No.
No, I'm asking D.
I just heard it. I'm thinking about what he said.
Because I'm like, what?
Because
Nowhere.
wait, hold on. Okay. So I'm not gonna put the full blame on him, but I do have to put him as a party to blame because he is the common denominator throughout the 20 years of the same nonsense and foolishness. Ever since he assumed his role as the owner of the New York Knicks, the majority owner, we have dealt with the same things since 2000 to right now going to 2022. Right or wrong, Stafford?
I mean, D. All right. When he put in this regime, all right, let's go back from Phil Jackson, right? And we thought, say, when he put in Phil Jackson would have made everything right. Phil Jackson just wanted the money, right? So let's establish that point right there, right?
Okay.
Then we go to Steve Mills, right? He was making bonehead moves. He was talking too
Why don't
much.
you go
He was
before
talking
that?
too much in the media. I mean, we could go back to Grunwald and all of that, but let's just stay in this current
Phil Jackson.
mode right now. From Phil Jackson, go up, right?
Okay.
And then what we thought we had, right? We still on the topic of Dolan, right? So then we bring in Leon Rose, Worldwide West. We keep Perry. We fire Mills, right? And for one of the first times, right, we say, okay, James Dolan, from that we talking about from Phil Jackson go right up to now, he hasn't meddled, said anything, interfered with anything, but try to put the right people in place. Now, I'm not taking up for James Dolan. He has done his bad deeds in the past, but I'm talking about for right now. He has tried to put us in the right order. I think he's trying to do the right thing. So I don't think we should probably even put too much of the blame on him. You know what I mean? Because, me personally, as Treasy was saying, thought Leon Rose, right, would have came in and did the same thing as Rob Pelinka, and I think is the GM in Golden State and Ellie, because those were agents, and we took the chance in hiring agents to see if he could have duplicated the same thing as these guys, right? But so far we're going into year 1.5 or 2.5, something like that with Leon Rose.
Next month will be year 3.
Year 3.
Wow.
Right? We're going into year 3. He hasn't accomplished anything. He's the one that Dolan put in charge of all these operations. So I'm saying, if you need to blame anybody else, it got to start from Leon. I can't roll with the
Staffer,
Dolan.
listen to me. Who hired Leon Rose?
But it's just as Jeannie Buss hired Rob Pelinka and all these other agents.
Rob Pelinka bought a championship.
Yeah,
Who hired?
He was a sports agent, right?
James Guitar Dolan.
But Stafford, you're not answering the question. I just want to know who hired Leon Rose. Okay, good. So I want you to ride with me for a second, right?
All right, I'm listening.
I want you to assume yourself as the owner of your business. and you've had connections with a guy that has fleeced you on numerous accounts and has done damage to your brand and your company, would you hire that same man to take care of integral parts of your company while you lay back and let him do it? Yes or no?
Oh, never.
No, of course not.
So therefore, I shall put the So therefore, I shall put the blame on James Dolan in that respect.
Okay.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Lee, right? So besides the guys that we're trying to get, let me move away from the noise. Like besides the guys from Prestige, huge, the guy in Toronto that we always wanted. Who was the other main person that we could have go as to fit as our GM? If we couldn't get those particular guys, because those two are the best for right now.
I think.
Well, I mean, Leon Rose never assumed that position before. So, if anything, if we were to bring in anybody else, it would still be on a first role basis. Anyway, our first time in that role. I mean,
Rose doesn't have the experience, but he just put a novice person in. Salute to everyone, by the way, sir. Good morning.
What's up, D'Angelo? Snapper, I'm not saying that this is all on James Dolan. You see, I never like pointing the finger at one person and saying that's it. I think that's scapegoatism. I don't believe in scapegoatism. I believe that you hold people accountable for what they do. And you can't sit there and tell me that you cannot hold James Dolan accountable for making his move knowing there was a thief in the house beforehand. What the hell did you think he was going to do when he got in the house? We think he was born again. He got baptized in some holy James Dolan water, and now he was going to be his faithful servant forever.
Oh, my goodness.
It don't work that way, brother.
Dolan's willing to spend the money, too. It's not like we have a cheap owner. He wants to win the championship. You can't really blame Dolan, but I think he made the wrong move on this Rose deal there. He's inexperienced in this role. And
you know what, D'Angelo?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Finish what you can say. That's I'm good.
I was going to say that intention is a great thing. You know, my intention is to save the world and rid the world of poverty and homelessness.
Right.
But intention and execution are two different things. Am I being realistic with that? Can I really cure homelessness by myself?
No.
Okay, then. So I hope his intention is to have a championship, or else we need to go on the streets and start parading to get him out as owner as much as possible, if that's not his goal in hand.
Yeah.
But you got to make better decisions, brother.
Yeah. He's got to do it. And he got to hire the right, proper people to get us the chip we want. I mean, this is Rose. I don't listen. It's been 3 years, Freezy. It's been 3 years now.
It'll start year 3 in February.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
How long are we gonna wait? And we don't know what direction we're going. This it doesn't feel right now. The move that they made with Valentine. I mean, come on.
and you guys, and we do have Gandalf the sorcerer here, where he could resurrect all these dead bodies and haunt us, and he's very good at it. Okay, so I'll just go through a couple because he's better at it than I am. Okay, think about since 2000, right? We've had Isaiah Thomas. That was a disaster.
Zeke.
Okay, then we brought in Larry Brown as our head coach, and we thought, hey, we got a championship pedigree coach here. Look what he did with that Pistons team.
Disaster.
We see good things coming in New York. It didn't even last a year.
No, he fleeced us.
He gave us the business, like Boogie would say.
Then when we do have some sort of a perspective, right? And we got draft picks and we got some young guys and we brought in Amari. Nobody thought that we were going to win a championship, but our trajectory was heading towards the right direction as far as roster construction and as far as the future. And what did James Dolan do? He destroyed it. Okay? And what happened? Larry Walsh said, bye, have a nice day. You brought me in here to I'm sorry. Thank you, sir. Donnie Walsh came in. He said, bye, have a nice day. I came in to fix your problem. You didn't want to be patient. I got to go now. And Mike D'Antoni said, well, you know, I'll just finish getting this paycheck as long as I can.
Right.
And then when you do have a resurrection of something, do we think that Jeremy Lin was going to be our championship point guard and lead us to the promised land? No, but there was something positive. There was momentum.
Yes.
And what happened? Organization did a terrible job of managing that situation. Jeremy Lin was going to get paid. Do you remember Mike Woodson saying, "Yeah, Jeremy's coming back. We definitely want him back."
Yeah.
And then what happened? Carmelo Anthony and J.R. Smith go ahead, act a fool in front of the media, talk about why this boy get money, I ain't getting my money, and then Jeremy's gone. Do I think he's going? No. But you see what I'm getting at? Every time there's positive momentum, there's something that always drastically happens that destroys the momentum, and the momentum never lasts too long. It's not sustainable.
Yo, D, they had a good thing going, bro, before they got Carmelo, and they had Amari, freaking Gallinari, Chandler. They were on a roll. What if Stoudemire had like 9 games with 30 points and over?
We were easily saying that Amari can be considered top 3 in MVP talk for the way he was playing half of that season.
Yep.
He was in beast mode.
Okay, so I bring
further though for you.
Go ahead, G.
Because not only did we get rid of Donnie Walsh in the process of doing that, we also got rid of his successor, which was Chris Mullin, who he was grooming single-handedly to take over that role.
Hey,
so after,
great point, DSJ. Thank you for that.
Yes.
So not only did we do that, but then even when you think about the Phil Jackson thing, right? Because the first thing I know everybody wants to go to is the basketball mind, coach and all that good stuff, right? If Pat Riley can do it, why Phil can't? I'm pretty sure that was the mentality. But the problem I have with it is Phil Jackson already declined your offer on multiple occasions.
Mm-hmm.
Why keep going back to this person saying, I'll give you more money? And on top of that, his connection was still to a rival organization. Somewhere in my mind, I thought, and that's why, as much as people want to say it's a conspiracy, I said Phil specifically sabotaged the Knicks.
And you know what, DSJ? I'm going to veg you back and add on that. I think everybody has come into this organization ever since the James Dolan era and treated this as a fun house.
Yeah.
As a brothel. Okay? As a place where I can go and get an easy paycheck because James got the money. All I got to do is just get on his good side, act like I know I'm talking about, I have a vision, and he will pay me. You still think this isn't on James Dolan?
Of course it is. Big time.
Now, the only problem I have, D, is this, right? Do you think, had he allowed that move to happen in 2002, when he, when Diddy was talking about getting an investment team together and buying the Knicks, you think that we still have the same problems now, or do you think they'd be improved?
I mean, I want to hypothetically say that it would be different because you have a different brain, you have different principles, you have a different vision. So whether for positive or negative, right, DSJ? I would agree to the fact that it would be different.
It's got to be better than it is now.
Just a thought, but again, like I said, the biggest thing for me is, again, just having a direction and knowing that when it came down to somebody like Dolan has had multiple opportunities to fix the mistakes of his past, and somehow has found a way to dig himself into another hole, which, again, why some people don't have a problem chanting "sell the team" to him in his face in his own arena.
Right.
You know what? I think it's. Let me do the Donald Cannon super chat. Donald Cannon, thank you, man, for your generous contribution, man. We appreciate you. If James Dolan was to take over and screw up everything that we built, draft picks and contract friendly deals, you guys will be going off now. Stop it. Donald Cannon.
Oh boy.
This is odd because it assumes in your scenario that the other way or that this way that is being done, you have a winning record. Right now your team is 17-20. Right? And you said screw up everything. What's worse than being 17-20? 16-21? You still have a losing record, bro. I mean, and I know what you mean. You're talking about the soft stuff like draft picks and salary cap space. But let me tell you what this regime did with your draft picks. They drafted a dunk contest participant, a combo guard that won't pass, and 2 dudes that, if they're lucky, they will be rotation players. But let me tell you what they did with the free agent money. Do you want to hear me? You want me to tell you what they did with the free agent money? No,
tell him, Freezy.
Or is this too much?
Break it down, Freezy.
You know what I mean?
Please go off.
Because I can start with cutting Alfred Payton and then having to beg to bring him back. Right? I can also talk about signing Taj Gibson twice. I can bring up the fact that you paid Evan Fournier $18 million per season.
Overpaid.
And the fact that we brought in Kemba Walker, who at the time was a great story, right? But we want our team MVP. We want our team MVP to be a player and not Knicks PR. We don't want Knicks PR to be the team MVP. We want a player to be the team MVP.
Right.
Paris,
this is what. Oh, good. Yeah, Paris. Good.
Paris, thank you for the generous contribution, bro. You know we love you, appreciate you, bro. Rocking with us every day. Paris Sucker says Knicks were 17-17. Famous Amari start season. The trade was for Melo, and people think it ruined the Knicks. No, Amari needs ruined it.
No.
I know, Parrish. I love you, brother, but I that's the first time I will have to disagree.
His knees were good.
Humbly. But we don't get too much on Parrish because Parrish is one of our silent investors. So, there is a level of decorum.
Yeah, and then plus 2, in the scenario when you do the comparison of that season Knicks tape to this season, we don't have an Amari Stoudemire on this roster, right? And this front office doesn't have the capability of trading for a Carmelo Anthony.
No.
Right? So I mean, I understand the 17-17 part, but nah, man, we don't have an Amari Stoudemire on this roster right now. I mean, we got a dude that's a dunk contest participant, but he is not Amari.
All right.
Dude, we don't even have a Raymond Felton.
Oh my God, Felton! We need him. Bring him back.
So if you think about it, what Rose was probably Leon Rose is thinking, and this is where the inexperience comes in. Oh well, hey, we needed more three. Like when we seen what we did in the exit out in the playoffs and things like that. Well, we need 3-point shooting. Oh, so we'll just let's just get Fournier who shoots 3-pointers, and we got a point guard who has no knees in Kemba, and that solved the problem. That's what they probably thought in their mind. Hey, quick fix, boom, it's done. Okay, now we can get go to the second round of the playoffs. Right. We barely can make it to the first round now. So anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. That joint is funky, man. That joint is funky. Yeah, man. Soulfinger, what's good?
Hey, salute Freezy. Salute fellas. Salute Chad.
Peace, Soulfinger.
Finger salute.
Hey, you get if you in here, go and hit the like button. Subscribe, share that joker. Let's get it. Let's get people out here and get around the world so they can get in on this. To the business at hand. I really don't have many words. I'm just kind of sitting back. I'm trying to be extra patient about it because I know it's not towards the end of the trade deadline. That's what February was it February 10th or was it February 3rd? February 10th, isn't it?
I think it's the 11th, if I'm not mistaken.
February 10th.
Yeah. Well, it's February. Let's just say February, but somewhat middle of February. And granted, I'm not happy because we're talking about
Uncle Freezy. I got a question for you. Who would you be comfortable with?
Wait, Danny, Freezy. Soulfinger was just talking.
So I'm not really happy about everything because really the only trade we ever made was for D Rose to get in here, and then you trading for a bunch of second round picks and stuff. Beginning, I was all on it because the front office first did what they did. I was like, okay, I'm digging it. We're doing something we haven't done before. But you can only spin your wheels for so long. Even a starving man's gonna get tired of the same thing over and over. You may want something different in your mind.
Yeah.
We got to make some kind of move, and it's true. But like I said, I'm gonna stay as patient as possible.
Jeez.
I mean, last time they won a championship, like I said, I was only a few months old when we and I can't even celebrate that championship because I look at it like this is other people's championship. I want to see one in my lifetime, or at least before my grandkids become grown. So that being said, man, we'll see what's going to happen. Something's got to happen. 1.1, I think it was 1.1 million they actually saved, which whatever in a roster spot for whatever you're going to do with that. And the way it's looking, you signing munchkin point guards and shooting guards when we need a wing. So it's kind of funny.
So the whole thing is fraudulent, right? So the whole thing is fraudulent. I'm gonna tell you why. So the thing is people are saying, well, the Knicks saved a roster spot, right? Right, but guess what? All they had to do was cut Wayne Selden anyway.
Yeah.
They cut Wayne Selden in order to complete the trade, right? And then they brought in the guy, and then they cut him too.
Yeah.
Right?
What are they doing?
Right. So why did you just cut Wayne Selden and just go on about your business?
That's it.
I got one better. Why not? Why even sign Wayne Selden?
Right. Right. In a disaster year like this, why didn't you just you know we could have used Amir Sims right now, the big that was with us in camp from Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Remember him? Or we could have used MJ Walker, the prototype dude that they like, the undersized wing that can guard multiple positions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the most glaring problem that they never addressed during the offseason was the point guard position, and they didn't do it. And we're still suffering for years with this on end. And Rose is the culprit right now, I believe.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. It's to a point where it's comical. It's like, what are we doing?
So frustrating.
It is getting comical.
That is a good question.
Oh,
it's already been there. AD has already been there.
How many office personnel can go without actually being able to get the actual point guard we need? Like, I'm baffled how long it's been since we've had a real starting caliber point guard for this team.
Hey, salute. Good morning, everybody. How everybody doing? Hope everybody healthy.
PJ Boogie.
Blessings to everybody.
Good,
Shout out
Boogie.
to the panel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Everybody still rocking this, you know what I'm saying, this orange and blue. Thank you for your loyalty, you know what I'm saying? Stand with us amongst the worst times it is in life, man. God bless you all, man. But talking about point guards is a disaster. We're the mecca of basketball because of the ball handling skills. Every guard that ever came out of New York and went into the NBA had major handles. How is it that we, from the mecca of basketball, ball handling skills, we don't have a guard? You know what I'm saying? That is sickening. And all the legendary guards that have come up through the city of New York, and we don't have a guard. That's what our basketball is based on. Handles and hops, oohs and ahs. Now we looking like oodles and noodles. But I'm gonna get straight to the point, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got a lot of time. But I told y'all last week, and nobody adapted to what I was saying when I was telling you they need to go. I told y'all last week. Could you imagine where we would be at today if Kenny Smith was in the office and Mark Jackson was on the bench? I told y'all we need to get that dude up out of here. I'm not gonna blame too much on James Dolan because James Dolan don't know nothing about basketball. He just in
Nope.
place with a lot of money. And the thing is, he'll spend any type money to give it to anybody to try to, you know what I'm saying, big up our team. I don't mind him trying Leon Rose. It's a failure, but I don't mind him trying because he don't paid all that money to all these different type guys that's supposed to be knowing what they're doing that came in here did not know, have a clue about what they're doing. So try something different. But what we need to do, we need to go get our own. Go get somebody that care about basketball, that want to be around basketball. That's why I said Kenny Smith in the office. And if you don't like that, I'm going to give you another major name. And this one here going to shock everybody. Magic Johnson. Why? Because he got something to prove because that dude took over and was trying to throw him out of the organization. That's why Magic Johnson left. You got to have somebody in this office that care about basketball and got something to prove. Not all these names and this relationship things and all that. I don't want to see no more relationship. I didn't know Valentine was on 1/3/2022. Valentine was yesterday? I thought it was in February. Oh my great. What are we doing? Please, somebody help me. Save me, man. I'm about to have an asthma attack, any type something, man. I'm about to lose I'm about to have a heart attack, man. I'm sick.
So sick of it.
Man.
So
All the way
sick of it.
Man, it's the weirdest thing you ever saw in your life, bro. It's like that movie Groundhog Day. Anybody see that movie Groundhog Day?
Oh yeah.
Where the same calamities keep happening day after day. And the main character knows it's coming. And after a certain point, he's like, "Yeah, I know it's about to happen."
Right.
You know,
whether it's the draft or free agents, it's always the same story.
Well, let me ask you this: you know, it's still early on in this week. I mean, we're not even at. It's only the 4th day of January.
Don't look promising.
Yeah, and it's only that's only the first move. We got till the 10th of February. So wouldn't it behoove everybody just kind of like pump the brakes just a little bit, or know we're not happy about the move that was made because it didn't move the needle or nothing. I mean, you saved 1.1 mil and you cut Valentine. Didn't bring Valentine. You let what's his name go? Yeah, Selden go. Can we actually really just pass judgment once the trade deadline gets here, and if we don't make a move or we do make a move and go from there? Because this could be a preemptive. This could be a preemptive move to something. What, I don't know, but something. I mean, anything is better than nothing. But I mean, to the extent. But
let me answer your question, Sophia. One, we have no choice to be patient.
All right.
That's one. Number two. The reason why we are acting the way we are is because, as Freezy elegantly stated, this is going to be year 3 in February.
Mm-hmm.
And what have we seen? And yesterday when we examined our first round draft picks, I thought it was a little bit more juicy and lucrative than what I witnessed. I saw second round picks piling up to the ceiling. But I didn't see the same thing with the first round draft picks. Now in 2023 to 26, that's cool. But all the conditions that are stipulated with the next 2 years, it wasn't as juicy, as lucrative as I thought it was. So I can't even. So am I supposed to give a front office credit for giving us 3 years of potential lottery picks? I mean, a monkey in Aladdin can do that.
Right.
I can't give him credit for that. So Soulfinger, our displeasure and our ferocity comes from the fact that what has really happened in the last 3 years, that we could say, you know what, we're going towards the right direction here. We're on a hope and a prayer right now, as you just said. Let's be patient. And hopefully something happens in the training deadline.
Yeah, no, I mean, I hear what you're saying. Trust me, I'm real cool.
And then we hope.
I don't express. I'm not, flipping tables or throwing chairs verbally right now, but I'm not cool about it. Exactly. I'm just saying. For me personally, Yeah, it's been 3 years, and we want stuff to move like right now, right now. There have been moves that they missed out on. We last trade deadline, you had a chance to make a move with Lonzo or whoever else. You sat on your hands. The off season, we didn't make the moves. You sat on your hands. You traded back. You did whatever. Did a lot of other things that got us in this position. Right now, the trade opens just right now, and see what's going on. I'm looking at it, and also. No excuses for him because trust me, I'm not happy with what the front office has done by far. But I'm gonna be. I mean, hell, like I said, it's going on 50 years since we won the championship, and all the other moves, the Scott Layton moves, all these other moves. We can just keep going on and on and on. The history of bonehead moves that we made over the time. You're coming in here now with this new group, and we just made this one move to free up that 1.1. I don't get it, not the front office, but I want to sit back and see what's going to happen. But trust and believe, I won't be as controlled as I am now if we're not making a move to better this team by February 10th. Trust and believe on that.
But now here's the problem, Soulfinger, with the. Let me say this, D'Angelo, and then you got this. Here's the problem, Soulfinger. See, now I gotta wait because I have no choice for them to a high risk, right, to potentially mess up another trading deadline, and we don't get much out of it.
I mean, I feel what you're saying, but right now I'm looking at it, I can't control it, so I'm gonna sit back for right now. You know, that's one of the things. I can't control it. Am I happy about the way things have been rolling? No, by far. Few and far between. Oh, hell to the no. I'm not. But right now, these the cards we got that's been dealt right now, and see how they play. You know,
with this track record. I'm sorry, Saul, but with this track record that the Knicks organization has, we practice patience, and then we get to that point. We're like, well, you know, because we come up with all these different moves that they should do, and they don't do it. They do the stupid moves. And then we're sitting here talking and yelling and screaming and saying, hey, what are they thinking? What are they doing? We practice patience, and then they make another dumb move. Or they go in a direction that we don't see because of how this organization is being run right now.
Right.
It's constant. It's a constant. It's like what you just said, Freezy. Groundhog Day. It's the same bull all the time, over and over again. And we're gonna wait again for more stupid moves. That's what I'm you know, like you can predict it every time.
Yep.
It's so frustrating. My God.
We legit were told to wait on a move, and then the move comes and it's for Denzel freaking Valentine.
Unbelievable.
I mean, think about what it is, and listen, it's not even a move to get us something different than what we already have. It's a move to get us the same thing. Tell me if you heard this before. A 6'4" wing defender with some 3-point shooting upside. Tell me if you heard that before.
No, I mean, you heard that a few times.
Yeah.
That's rinse, wash, and repeat.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Oh, over and over and over again. You hear the same thing over and over and over again, to a point where it's like you know what's gonna happen. You're like, I hope it's gonna be different, but then it's like, you know.
Same thing.
Oh my goodness, it's really gonna be the same thing that we've been.
Hey, yo, Spit.
You give me the sweetest apple. That's my joint right there. Yo, good morning. Good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Spit.
Yeah, I don't got them bars yet. The voice ain't ready yet. Give me another day or two. let me say something, and I'm not coming at you, Soulfinger, but I'm coming at Knicks management. The day I ever exercise patience with this management again, I'm turning in my jersey. I'm turning in everything. You see what I'm saying? That's just never gonna happen again. This management kept a retread part of several different organizations in Perry who didn't show he could do anything when he was here with Mills. Let's remember, Perry had a chance to sign D'Angelo Russell fresh off of an all-star appearance with Brooklyn. Instead, he goes out and he signs 5 power forwards when he needed a point guard. And this is the man that you chose to keep from the previous regime in this regime. I've got no patience with this regime. You see, no patience at all. I got no patience with him, Boogie, at all.
You got no choice, AD.
My fault.
Yeah.
You got no choice, AD.
I'll say this right here. I don't know if you remember, because I've been one of the ones on here. I've even said it when we're trying to clean. If you're gonna clean house all the way. And I've been on Scott Perry. I'm not as vocal about it, I guess, or whatever. You know, I just stay back the way I do it. But I was saying, look at what's been in here. We've had 3 players that didn't make it from the Magic come to this team. 3. Who's the common denominator of that? Scott Perry. Those are his guys that he had. So I wasn't really happy with some of the stuff that Scott Perry's done. In the past, he's done some moves or whatever else and help. I'm not gonna say everything he's done was bad, but some of those, was all bad. He had done a few good things, but for the most part, it wasn't nothing over. It was nothing like mind blowing that make you want to do backflips, somersaults, and cartwheels. Nothing like that. We hadn't done anything. Money
He
wise,
found Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
Period.
Again, you don't want to do backflips, somersaults, and cartwheels. And then on top of that, we saved all that money and then we spent the money the wrong way. So I'm not really true. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not defending the front office. I'm just saying before I really go in on anything else they do, before I go in on them, because trust me, I'm tired. They're working my last third nerve. They ain't hitting. They working that middle nerve right now.
You got the patience of a sage, brother.
Well, you know what? Some of the stuff I had to do previous lifetime, you learn to have that kind of patience, especially when you're dealing with educated idiots in the most part, because you put people in certain positions don't mean they know what they're actually doing, and they need to get somebody behind the scenes. Because, like I said, the problem with the whole the team is from the front office all the way down. I've said that more than once. It's from the front office all the way down, and the more Freezy says it, the more and it's the proof is in the pudding, man. The front office has dropped the ball on a lot of things since they've been in. Yeah, they started off making some decent moves, saving money, but then when you go to the front of free agency, you didn't miss the bus. You didn't make it to the bus stop.
Soulfinger, let me say this real quick. I'm sorry. We have 88 watching right now, and we only have 42 likes. That mathematics don't add up, y'all. Please give the like button. All right, show support to the show that you guys tune into every morning, please. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that being said, I'm trying to get I'm trying to be as cool as I can be. I wasn't, truth be told, I wasn't too surprised when I saw this, because I was like, this is one of those, let me throw them a bone to make them feel like we're doing something. When in fact, you just made the situation worse. Because Denzel Valentine, here you are. How many guards have we brought in since this whole thing going on with the virus? Had to backfill people, and not only that, how many small guards we brought in when we know we needed a wing? We hadn't addressed that problem either. Hadn't addressed wing. We needed. If you're going to bring in somebody, we were down without bigs, and you didn't bring in a big.
Well, the reason why they did that was because, as you see, Noel and Mitch got cleared off protocol.
Well, Sims, I didn't. There's Noel's too, because I know Sims got cleared.
Okay, my fault. But yeah, two bigs did get cleared off for the quota.
Yeah, they got cleared. But I mean, even with Noel here, man, Noel's been up and down. He's like a seesaw. So
Injury. That's it.
So
I
you know,
just
they
want to say,
waived. Go ahead, Boogie.
no, go ahead, finish your point, so.
No, I'm just saying they waived Selden and all that for the money, 1.1. So they apparently, you know, maybe they're making a move to bring somebody in that's going to absorb, so they need the extra little cash, and they're trying to scratch the pennies and scrape pennies, go under the sofa, the couch, go under the cushions of the sofa to get every penny and nickel and dime they can to make the move they need to make. So, you know, like I said, I'm really out of, you know, like, well, damn. That's basically where I'm really at, more or less, not being patient. I'm just really like, well, damn, what you gonna do next? It's like Danny Glover at the end of Predator. Who's next?
Right.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, you know, Leon Rose, when you go, don't go to the media and don't be going to ESPN and all that talking about what James Dolan wanted to start doing things his way, trying to throw him up under the bus. You messed this up. He put you in that seat to do what you need to do. Yep. You're taking us in the wrong direction, not James. I get tired when people just keep trying to point the finger at James. James is all the way out the way. Ain't no more blaming on Dolan. Don't blame him no more.
Jay Boogie, he's hiring them.
What is he supposed to do, D? What is he supposed to do? He don't try everything. He don't try big names. They ain't getting it done. So who is he supposed to
But
go?
he's got to hire somebody with. He's got to hire somebody with basketball knowledge.
Let me ask you a question, right? You have a movie company, right?
We thought we did that with Phil.
You have a movie company, right, Jay Boogie?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you hire a mover and he gives you a good talk, and he says, "Hey, Jay, man, I'm gonna come in. We're gonna do this work, right?" And you see it, this dude is taking like 50,000 breaks, right? He carrying the couch with one hand, right? Are you gonna continue to have this man on your staff?
No, he's out of there.
That's a great ownership decision, Jay Boogie. See where I'm getting at?
I get where you're going, but I'm going to continue on, you know, hiring until I get the right guys around me that can do the job when I'm not around. And right now, James is not around. He thought he had somebody that could do the job, but now you got to come around and let him know, yo, you're not the guy, yo. You're not him.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. When it comes to Dolan, and I know everybody's upset about the him signing. I mean, hiring Leon, but again, it goes to you know, one thing we can't say, he hasn't been scared to throw money at whoever we need to get in. Scared money don't make money, and I get that. It's just that the money is going to the wrong person, and then it's also a copycat league, because you can't tell me he didn't look at, well, Golden State did it, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I mean, yeah, you said Rob Pelinka, but I mean, it was LeBron that you had in there, and you know, Cassie wanted to go to, and then go to LA, play with LeBron, do what he did, and everything else, and it goes that way. I think Golden State was really the blueprint he wanted to follow by bringing in Leon Rose. But it goes to, like you said, the one person that has fleeced us the most is Leon Rose. So you brought him in. That's the
right.
That's the
Would you bring the thief amongst your midst? I sure as hell wouldn't.
That's the funny
You hired
thing about
somebody
it.
who had no experience.
Well, see, the thing is that's the same thing that Golden State did, though, D'Angelo. So and it worked, and he's trying to follow the same blueprint they did.
And even with Pelinka, it worked because he bought a chip.
Yeah, well, you know, and Pelinka, yeah, he did. They did follow the same thing with Pelinka, but I kind of give him kind of.
Can't hear yourself.
Jay Boogie, this is your fault. I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there. You were one of the best motivational speakers I know to this day, and I think everybody on this panel and in the chat can agree with that, right? And when we have one of the worst halves of basketball, there's no way that we can get Jay Boogie on the horn or in somebody's locker room and give that pep talk to get us fired up like how we get in these panels and these chats. Sir, you're being selfish right now. You holding your talents. I'm calling you out, sir. I'm letting it be known. The same way I be getting at Diaz balling, having a basketball mind, and don't want to be in nobody's front office, but want to be on this panel. I'm calling you out.
I love y'all, man. Stop it.
Thank you, my brother.
I'm at a loss for words, man. I'm legit at a loss for words, man. I'm legit at a loss for words, man. I can't believe we let this charade go on for this long, right? Because the number one problem when he took the job is the number one problem we have today, right? We don't have a point guard.
Yep.
Right? 2 years later, we still don't have a point guard. Going into year 3, we still don't have a point guard. Bro, what do we do?
It's the same thing, Freezy, that I told CP yesterday. I said, it sounds like you fell for the spell of the enchantress, and you could possibly still be under the spell. And I think what's happening to people is that they're waking up from the spell. And when you wake up, you're like, whoa, wait, hold on, what's going on here? And then now you start analyzing things of how they're gone and stuff like that. And it's like, you know what, man? Nah, man, this ain't it. This ain't it. What I get excited about?
Right.
Why did I think that we had aspirations this year to be a better team? And why? It's the spell of the enchantress, my brother.
Right.
Trying to build from something from last season, and they were saying, "Oh, we're going to build from that. We're going to go up to a 2 seed." That wasn't going to happen with this team. And they better back up the truck and start making some big moves. Get rid of Burks and start getting out of these contracts because it doesn't look promising right now what we got at all. So,
right, bro, it's frustrating, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, it is. It is. But I'm just gonna sit back and see what's gonna come from this $1.1 million trade move to come in. We still got time, they jumped in on this with the Lakers and Cleveland, and I'm a little salty. I'm salty because you helped out a team in the East, but I know you got to make a deal with the devil to get what you want sometimes. I get it. I'm just gonna let the drama unfold and see what's gonna go on. Again, I'm not as happy about it because I want to see something happen. Like now, like I said, it's been they're going into the 3rd year, and this is what we got. And instead of building on the success of last year, even if we caught the league slipping last season, you should be able to build upon it. But there's no sense to keep pulling the scab. Keep rubbing salt and salt in the wound on the moves that weren't made. Looking at who players that we wanted to get in. You just got to see what's going to happen and now work with what you got, even though it's not the greatest. It's old. It's past old, man. To be truth be told, but again, this is the cards we dealt for right now, and I'm gonna pump the brakes until the 10th, the 3rd or 10th, whatever the trade deadline, and see what goes on. Because also another thing to throw in there is, you can't even really say that with the whole thing with the virus and making moves where people are in and out and who does what. That's a new wrinkle we're dealing with too, as a society and in the sports world.
Freeze.
Yo.
Hey, yo, I can't think of the guy's name. He normally come in the chat every day, and he does and he always says a super chat and say something. I can't think of his name. He comes every day. Is it Paris Douglas? Paris Douglas. Hey, yo, when he comes up a call, get his information, you know what I'm saying? And get his information and send him something from out of your store, and I'm gonna pay for it. All right. Get his information, and I'm gonna donate something from out of your store and support your store too to get to him. You know what I'm saying? Because he always call up here, and donate to the channel, and and 87% he give a good question. So
yeah. All right.
Besides that, man, y'all go ahead and have a great, you know what I'm saying, morning, and have a blessed afternoon. I'm gonna get back with y'all later on, you know what I'm saying, in the week. Gotta go up here and finish handle my business and all. Like Danny Landon says, the business, man.
The business.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
God bless
J
y'all
Boogie.
guys, man.
All right.
You're
All
doing
right.
what y'all doing, man. And Deez, I see your work too, Deez. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to start promoting that channel, man. Real, man.
Let's
Start
do it,
putting
baby.
it out there. Pay attention to his takes, man. It's knowledge. God bless everybody. Y'all have a good morning, man.
You too,
For sure.
you too, J Boogie.
For sure. For sure. Man, y'all got mad solemn just now, man. And so I was listening the whole time as I prepared this video, and I can't figure out for the life of me why we are so passive about another group of dudes coming in here selling us a bill of goods and us not getting return on investment, man. I just and I know it's me. I know right now I'm touchy. Right now I'm touchy right now.
I hear it in your voice.
Because of a dude named Denzel freaking Valentine. Really? Really?
He's spreading love, Freezy.
You can't even go get some, bro. You can't even go get a 6'9" forward. You gonna go get another dude like Quentin Grimes? How many Grimes do you need, bro? What are you gonna do? Start selling them on eBay? I mean, what's going on?
You know what it's like, Freezy? Hey, you know when this whole thing, everything kicked off with this whole virus thing, and people were hoarding toilet paper.
Yeah, and Lysol.
That's what we're doing. We hoarding 6'3" to 6'4" guards. That's what we're doing. We hoarding them. We went from going from forwards to guards.
Yes.
I mean, to two guards. Not even going with a point guard. We going with two guards, and we went from forwards to two guards.
Bro, it's crazy, man. And the thing about it is this, man. I believe we tanking. I believe this is what it is. I believe we are tanking in the most ridiculous, backward, fall over, clumsy way possible. Right?
I mean,
how are you gonna start tanking when you try to put together a playoff roster?
Excuse me.
Right? And D, how you gonna try to tank with a playoff roster? It don't make. Aren't these two things supposed to be different?
Yeah, we're doing the bass backwards.
Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna say that we're doing it backwards.
Because if you're going to originally, I mean, like I said, if you're going to Master P it, be a no limit soldier and roll out the tank, you should have done it last season.
Right.
When with that draft, considering what has been being out there now, that this draft isn't nowhere near. It's not a deep draft.
And you know what? If you would have traded Randall and started Obi the entire year last year, even though I wouldn't have liked it, I could have been at least like, you know what?
I see what direction we're going. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if I didn't like it. Right? I still don't even like the thought of it. But they would have picked a direction and went that way. But now we're in. You saw the thumbnail, right? You saw the thumbnail. You noticed I had championship and playoffs facing one way, and tanking and rebuilding pointing the other way, and the Larry O'Brien trophy behind the dude that he couldn't find it. That's our front office right there, bro. The signs telling you where you need to go, you ignore the signs because you want to find your own way, and now you lost.
I mean, you're right about that, Freezy. And like I said, I was just thinking when you was talking about that thumbnail and how you put everything up. And you remember doing egress training, Freezy?
Yeah.
And if you don't know what it is, egress training is when you got to leave a room, but when
They blindfold you and smoke and simulate being in a room or whatever, and you spin you around, and you got to figure out your way to get out.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like right now, it's the front office got a blindfold on and they got a dart and they just throwing it, and then wherever it lands, and this is where we're gonna go.
That's where we going.
It is frustrating not having a direction, because I like to have a direction and a plan, but I mean, it's all good. You know, I like to have a direction and plan. That's me, but like I said, ain't nothing I can do about it. But you know, and try to I try to look at something positive. You know, that's about all I can do. I mean, it's to the point where it gets comical, and you just kind of have to laugh about it, man.
yeah, and Free Keith is jump on talking about this sound like a funeral. Nah, man, this ain't no funeral, man. I'm frustrated, and Knicks fans like Free Keith be like, nah, just be patient, B. Nah, man, I ain't being. I'm tired of being patient, bro. I'm tired.
It's called the ugly truth, Freezy.
Right, I know that, but I don't want the truth no more, bro.
You want the boo poo?
Bro, Nirvana. That's what they call it, bro.
That's it.
They call it Nirvana, bro. That's what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? It be in peace and ignorance. I could deal with that right now, man. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this front office. They clearly. Oh, you know what? Okay, all right. So y'all don't believe we need a point guard, right? Yeah, we don't need a point guard. Clearly,
we need a point guard in a bad way. That one right there.
Nah, bro, we don't need a point guard, bro.
We need a point guard and a wing in a bad way. Excuse me. I know hey.
No, we didn't need Lowry or Ball. No, we didn't need that during the offseason. No, we didn't need them.
No, you know what?
Hey,
D'Angelo, I got something. Oh, go ahead, Sophie.
Oh no, just saying that just after last season, the trade deadline, I was in my feelings, man. I'll be honest with you. I felt like that Lenny Williams song, because I need a point guard, and we didn't make a move.
You don't need a point guard, bro, because if you needed a point guard, you wouldn't have traded for Denzel Valentine.
That's it. Bring it down, yeah.
No, I feel what you're saying, Freezy. I mean, and I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the whole situation. That's how I deal with it, because I had to laugh about it, man, because it's the same asinine thing. Don't get me wrong, I'm not giving the front office a pass, but I'm gonna see what maybe they can pull a rabbit out the hat or something. Maybe they're surprised, because a broken clock can be right twice a day.
Well, for one, you gotta have a hat. Two, you gotta know how to pull, right?
True that.
And three, you gotta recognize what a rabbit is. But Soulfinger, you don't think we need a point guard? I'm gonna show you something, Soulfinger.
Oh no, I never said that. No.
Don't backtrack now, bro.
I never said we didn't need a point guard. I said that many times.
That list blew my mind, bro. Did you see all those rookie point guards, bro?
A truckload.
Bro, this is legit. That list makes my, bro, I legit.
Tony Douglas.
That was in memoriam segment. In memoriam.
Yes, bro. Bro, man. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Think about the names you saw on that list. And think about the guys we passed up on. Right?
Freezy, real quick before you nail this in the coffin. What's his name? Free Keith is dying to get in here.
I thought we put the link in the chat already.
No, you put it in the private by accident.
Oh, I put it in the private. Oh, my bad.
And see, hey, because you own one, Freezy. You gotta bring it down, champ. Bring it down.
And I left off a name. I can't believe I left off a name. I gotta redo this thing. I left off Michael Ray Richardson. I can't believe I left off Michael Ray Richardson.
You know what I want more than a point guard? I want a cohesive management and coaching staff. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Because with that, I'm going to get my point guard. I'm going to get everybody that's supposed to play their role in positions.
Good point. Good point.
Proper.
Oh, my bad. I forgot.
There he is.
I forgot to do my man.
Hey man, what was mom today?
I forgot.
Yeah, what's up?
Where's the intro?
That always kills me, bro. So you know how y'all do it. Salute y'all, good gentlemen. On this blessed new day that we all get to live in. Yo, this sound like a funeral procession in here, yo. Yo, y'all sound like we 10 games out of the rest of the season, y'all. Y'all really like, damn, yo, like, wow. Wow, it's a little rocky. It's a little rocky. I know. I ain't blonde. I dig it. It's a little rocky. Cats is doing a lot of back casting. Oh, we should have got. We would have got. We should have picked. We would have picked. No, guys, we picked what we picked. We saw where these guys was hitting and what roles they was hitting from. Cats need to just go back to being able to be that. Like the second unit should never have been broken up. The issue still lies, and I say it today, and the same thing from the beginning of the season. It's inconsistency. Because when everything is hitting, we Gucci. Those first 6 games of the season, Cats was excited. Why? Because we saw it working. Kemba didn't get sat because of his knees, like everybody was saying, like, oh, Kemba's not going to be. It's his knees. He didn't get sat because of his knees. He came back and had better games than he had since last season.
So we have a great front office, Freaky?
Look. A rocky portion of the season is not changing my view of. I still think Kemba was a very inexpensive get. I still think they had a backdoor, knew that that he was getting released. I still say that for $8 million a year, he was a good bet. I don't think that was a bad bet. We looking back at it now because of this rocky portion of the season. Cool. I'm not mad at that. Go ahead, take y'all shots. But I'm telling you, like, let these cats, and the 4 of them, honestly, these games right now, we're out like that. The young kids got to run it. I'm actually glad for these games. I'm glad for these games because these games show these cats really where they're supposed to be operating. RJ is looking good. RJ's looking good, but he's not like, he can't carry a team. He's not there yet. If RJ can operate like this and he's had better games than this, is playing right next to Randall. So I dare cats to say that it's Randall holding RJ back. If he plays like this consistently, Kemba plays how he was playing. If he comes back, I don't know really what's going on with his knee right now. But like, you know, and Evan ever get out of whatever shooting slump that he has, shooting the worst that he's shot in years. Like the team hits. The
Very
team
positive.
hits.
Bro, I swear.
Right now, it's
Cold.
COVID,
Keith.
it's injuries, it's a lot of stuff rocking the team. I don't give no excuses for that, but I'm saying, like, performance-wise, I'm not really rating them like that. Like, I like Grimes. I like Grimes in the role that he was playing before he came to into more
So
minutes.
you like him as a no upside rookie role player?
Right.
A no upside. Grimes is no upside.
That's basically what you're calling him.
No,
I like him in that role that he was in before.
yo,
a no
my guy,
upside
like
role player.
he's a second round pick.
He's
Like,
a first round pick, 25th, sir.
First round pick.
I mean, I'm
he's
sorry,
first round.
he's a late
So
first
you want
round
him on
pick.
limited minutes. You want
He's
him
a
on limited
late,
minutes.
bro. He's a late first round pick, bro. You're gonna have to get your opportunity where you get him. Come
Wow,
on, man.
wow, that's the thinking. Wow.
No,
Freaky
honestly, before
is a
today.
COINTEL operative that works for the New York Knicks, and he's here.
No, I'm
He's
not.
spread New
Yo,
York.
Boy, that
no, I'm
Valentine
not.
move is going to help us. That
Right,
Valentine
and
move is
they
gonna
don't
really-
even pay him. He worked for them. They don't even pay him.
Son, I just watch the games, bro. Like, it's not like I cats jump out the window about Leon and Tibbs. Like, they actually are the ones that got to lace up and play these games. These are the cats that I'm looking at. Like, I feel like Grimes operated a lot better, not having the pressure of the increased gravity. You know what I'm saying? Like, because whether you're playing good or bad, Randall, there is no disputing it that guys like Randall, Kemba, Evan draw a lot of gravity. Whether they're playing good or bad, they draw a lot of gravity. Dude, that gravity gets dispersed to these other cats when they're not there.
Why your front office
and they can't handle the weight.
Ricky, why your front office?
TSJ. Sorry.
Yeah, why they ain't got us a point guard yet, bro?
I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know what the plan was. I'm just saying this is a rocky portion. I'm not jumping out that window yet. We're not even halfway done with the season, gangster.
Where the windows at, bro? Where the windows at?
I'm not jumping out the window at all.
I'm just listening to the. I feel you.
I never thought this was a good team since last year.
Facts. You did say that. I'm not. Look, I'm not disputing nobody's. I'm not disputing. Yo, Freezy, stay cutting me off.
No, you talk. Go ahead. No, this is just an animation.
I'm not disputing nobody's this is you winning right now. All the cats like this is a horrible team. Blah blah blah. Yeah, okay, y'all winning. Y'all winning right now. Cool.
Winning.
But what my contention is, if those main guys who are on this team actually step up to how they were playing last season, we Gucci. And to tell you the truth, I still think that Evan, Nerlens, Burks, probably Quentin, probably Grimes or Deuce, and definitely Knox, and probably IQ is all trade bait.
We can't live off what we did last season. We can't. Okay, this is a different season, and this team stinks.
Of course, it's a different season, but they came into the season with like 80% of the guys from the last season. The whole second unit was the same second unit. And they were actually saving us in games because they were the only ones that had already played together. Their chemistry was up.
Bro, I'm so frustrated, man. I just want a point guard.
Just hold on. Like, just hold the funeral until like a couple months, another month until the funeral.
Nah, bro. Nah, man.
I think you're selling me a dream. I think you're selling me a dream.
Let's see. Everybody get back. Everybody get back with conditions. Let's see how the gameplay is. Let's see. Let's see how it is.
Do you see our schedule? What it's going to look like?
Son, we losing the easiest games of the season right now.
So we're going to win the toughest ones?
I don't know. Maybe.
Wow. You're positive.
Yeah, hey, hold on. Here come my man. Hold on for a second. Yes, why you?
It's gonna be the reemergence of Kemba Walker.
Yo.
Yeah.
I hope.
Bone on bone, as AD said.
I'm not. I ain't waving no white flags. With the season not even halfway. I'm not doing it. Not yet. No.
Don't give up.
Not
Don't
yet.
give up.
No. I firmly believe that in-house we got all the talent that we need for a successful season. Firmly believe that.
Keith, one of my teachers, go ahead, Freeze, you can get him. One of my teachers said this, Keith, to me a long time ago. Well, actually, not too long ago. He said, people have the right to be crazy. And if you want to be crazy, and if you think that there's going to be a good thing that is going to come out of all this to this season and after, and we're building towards the right direction, and the pieces are going to be developed, and Julius Randle's going to be that number one option we all been waiting for.
I didn't say he has to be the number one option. I don't see it. Let's see. My contention is that he wasn't a number 3 option. That's always been my contention.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that and what I like
some goalposts being moved, bro.
What I liked about the pickups of Kemba and Fournier, what I thought was going to come from that was consistent floor spacing shooting.
So to your point though, what do you call a successful season?
I mean, I came into the season saying 54 wins. I'm seeing that's definitely not going to be an option. But I'm still saying a 44 to 46 win season.
Whoa.
Oh my God. Holy God. Keith, oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm at a loss, bro.
That's all you gotta say is, oh my God.
Oh my God. I mean, you know what? It is an ugly situation we're in, but however, to be honest, after all these years, we've been in worse.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot convince me of that truth. Like, there, you can't, like, not.
It sounds like you're settling for mediocrity.
Okay, whatever. Like, y'all just laughed at what I was settling at. Like, so I got to settle for less than mediocrity.
No, I'm a quality guy. I want the best. I want grade A. I don't want mediocrity.
Yo, this is basketball. This is sport. Like, yo, like the building process is a process. Like Cats just last year was talking about like, 5 years till blah 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 till we relevant again. Now it's you know what I'm saying? Now they can't wait. Like dog, we growing through.
I'm all for the building process, Keith.
Yo, they took a direction. There's a rocky period of time right now. Like, yo, like it's
I'm all for the build. I'm all for the building process, Keith, and I'm all for developing our youth, and I'm all for developing the organization to get into the right place. We just don't feel that it's going in that direction based on the body of evidence that has been given.
Right.
Fair. Yeah, basing it on fair. Okay, cool.
It goes down to the front office down to tips. So.
Yo, D, you think
so? That's what I say. You could be optimistic, and I'm not good.
I think that there's room for like, okay, like this person didn't pan out like we thought. Cool. There's room for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't mean that, like, these cats didn't have a plan or this, that, and the other. Like, damn, like, this part of the plan didn't pan out like how we thought it was going to pan out. Cool. I still don't think...
Fournier and Kemba were the answers, though, right? That was the answers. They're the answers.
Yo, let me the first 6 games of the season, when everyone was clicking, that's how it can look.
Until the league figured out how to play it.
I'm pointing to evidence of what has actually. I've seen it happen. We've seen it happen.
I don't know.
And then Cat started slumping with the shooting, and we went right back to ISO Randle.
Hey, Keith, you got the right to think however you want, brother. And you know what? As a Knicks fan base, as
do you or anyone else. Right. I'm just here to be the light in the darkness, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all go ahead, have y'all pity party, but like, yo, it's not over.
What you call a pity party, we call the ugly truth. So
I mean,
it's a matter of perception, right?
You're right. My perception is it's a pity party. Yours is whatever truth. Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Okay. you pointing out things like, yeah, your opinion's your opinion, mine is mine. But I'm
At the
just
end of the
saying,
day,
like I'm just here to share another opinion.
no doubt. And
So
we
for
congratulate you and thank you for balancing the scales of the Nick universe.
You understand?
right, but freaky. So
I'm still depressed.
What I'm saying is this, bro. What I'm saying is this. We still have glaring needs we had since you and I met. You remember me? We used to beef on Twitter. Remember that? Not us, not me and you per se, but our group before the Porzingis trade, before the Porzingis draft. I'm sorry. We used to be on Twitter talking about who we should draft, right? And during that conversation, there was a group of us that said, "Hey, we need a point guard out of this Porzingis draft. Who should we get?" And at the time, excuse me, at the time, it was some high school kid named Emmanuel Mudiay who went to China. He wound up being terrible, right? Ever since then, every year, we talk about the Knicks have a glaring need at a certain position at point guard, right? And they have not only have not addressed it, but they keep kicking the can down the road.
Yep.
Right? Instead of saying, "Oh, you know what? Let me show you this. This is for you." Bro, did you see all those names? Freaky, did you see all those nothings, those nobodies that we brought in over the years? Bro, you saw all those nobodies we brought in over the years, and the front office still doesn't make this thing a priority.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. Maybe they think they're gonna develop the point guard of the future from the inside.
Okay, we tried that before. In a year, we had Chris Smith and Torrey Murray.
Maybe they're looking really favorably at Deuce, as you know what I'm saying, being able to do something.
Yeah.
He does look. I mean, arguably, he does look better than his draft pick position, I should say.
Bro, the Sacramento Kings have 3-point guards, and the Knicks have none.
Well, the Sacramento Kings are also the Sacramento Kings.
Right, and we are the New York Knicks.
They're
That's
pretty
what
much
I'm saying.
they're pretty much an NBA. They're pretty much an NBA feeder team.
Yo, let me Soulfinger, name a random NBA team. Just name the first team that come to your mind.
Denver Nuggets.
Jamal Murray.
And you know the bad thing about that?
Just keep doing this.
I wish I could have gave you more.
Do another one,
yeah, D'Angelo. Just name a random team. Just a random team.
The Orlando Magic. Jeez.
Cole Anthony. Penny Hardaway. Markelle Fultz.
Clippers.
Reggie Jackson.
Mark Jackson.
Chris Paul. You see how easy this is? I could have said Chris Paul for the Clippers and ended in dead.
I mean, but this is how the NBA works. Like, not all those teams ended up with those cats.
Sam's asking for a link, Freezer.
All right. So okay. So somebody say New York Knicks and watch this. Somebody just say Knicks. Watch this.
Walcott Frazier.
New York. You know what? But when you say New York Knicks, you know what I think about? Jeremy Lin, Torrey Murray, Tony Douglas,
Langston Galloway.
Langston Galloway, Nate Robinson. I mean, come on, bro. When are we gonna start? Alfred Payton.
Landry Fields.
We didn't
Frank
draft
Ntilikina.
We didn't draft Alfred.
That's what I'm saying. When are we gonna take point guard serious, bro? We need
For God's sake, this is New York, man. This is New York.
Right.
We can't find someone from Rucker.
Right. With Tim's on.
Yeah.
We should go to Dykeman Park and see what's up.
We got Kemba.
All right.
We got Kemba though.
Keith will take over.
We got Kemba though.
Yeah.
Right. Bro, what I'm
Mr.
saying
Bones.
But we got Kemba
That was
though.
a good one by Ron Baker.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
Yo, Ron Baker was nice in college though. I can't even front though.
No,
I don't understand how Ron Baker gets so much hate, but Frank Ntilikina get a church built around him.
Yeah, Ron Baker played hard, bro.
Yo, son, I would take Ron Baker over Frank every day and twice on Sunday.
Yes.
I might take Ron Baker over Obi Toppin.
Frank was too busy dyeing his hair.
All right. I'm not taking Ron Baker over Obi Toppin.
Calm down.
I'm playing Obi at the point. I'm playing Obi at the point before I'm playing Ron Baker. Come on, you bugging out.
Yo, freeze, yo.
Let's not get crazy now. Let's not get crazy. We were comparing scrubs. Let's not get crazy.
I know we were comparing scrubs.
Obi is not a scrub. He's just not the guy that he's just not the guy that his fans try to push him to be. The play the kids guys like, yo, Obi is not. He's great in the role that he is. Like, let him be there. Let him be there. He's not ready. He's not ready.
He didn't do anything with them. He got the minutes.
He's not ready to replace the type of production that you're getting from a Randall level, whatever. I know we hate Randall, but I'm just saying Obi is not replacing that.
Right, but how can we say Randall is
and
a
Obi is
scrub
only 3 years?
Bro, you be saying Randall is a scrub, but Obi is not as good as Randall?
I said Randall is a scrub?
No, I'm saying we as a group.
I don't know. Then you got to ask whoever we is, because I don't say that.
Yeah, bro. Bro.
Honestly, I just really feel our main issue this year is inconsistency, inconsistent play.
Yes,
we see the big Randall had a 37 point game. That game that we lost, and like, you know what I'm saying, like nobody else showed up.
The pieces that we have don't fit.
Cat show up at different, and then Randall come and have a 9-point game the next game. Like, Cats is not showing up all at the same time. They just not showing up. Like, and it's inconsistency. Each one of them have had their games. It's just really having them together.
Inconsistent. You're right, Keith.
Fournier only shows up against the Celtics.
Can I ask you? Go ahead, Sam. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying Fournier only shows up against the Celtics. That's it.
That is true.
I don't care what nobody say. Even somebody who didn't want Fournier, nobody expected him to be this fucking inconsistent. My bad.
Don't you dare curse her. How dare you?
My fault. Here's a buck. I'm putting the buck into the bank. I'm putting the buck into the bank. Relax.
Man, he ain't like it.
$10 for every curse word.
But no one's seen him play this. Is that a tad bit of negativity we sent in that
Free Keith, I have a question for you, sir. And I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to ask you questions. Do you feel that we're trending towards a championship caliber team in the next 2 years?
Yes, I feel like we could be through trades. Yes.
Well, no. Forget trades. Right now. No, but that's never okay. But don't try to mistake my don't ever don't try to mistake.
Valentine is going to get us a championship.
I said who? What? What did I say?
He ain't even on the roster.
And the last
what did I say?
Was for Denzel Valentine.
What? Wait, what? Denzel? But he was.
Not even watching.
Denzel was waived. Y'all making like that's
Yeah,
that's
he's not even on the team.
media big deal. The Knicks was not making a big deal about that joint. That was just they were gonna get rid of Wayne Selden anyway. That was just a way to get something for. They waived Valentine too. They just came away with $1 million and one for somebody they were
that's
gonna
great.
waive anyway.
Cool. I'm with it.
Who would you put in the front office that can
So
get us
hold on
that
a
in 2
second.
years? That's the impossible. That wouldn't.
It's only
Wait,
like the Knicks aren't making a big deal about that deal. It's the media and fans. Like,
wait, hold on. You can't make a championship caliber heading towards the right direction team in 2 years? Are you kidding me?
You said
I
no
said we.
trades. Or
I said
anything
we
with the
can.
roster we
No,
have?
I said with this current. I asked him due to Keyshawn. This is to Keith. Hold on.
With this current roster?
Yeah, with this current roster. Okay, correct.
No.
Okay, good. So now we're waiting, right, for the holy rain of a trade to come to put us into a championship contention.
Bro, that's how it
position.
works. That's how it works.
That's not how it works.
Oh my God.
Keith,
what
this
are you
is how it
talking
works.
about?
I'm going to show you how it works. I'm going to show you.
You
This is what you do.
incrementally make your team better. Like, it's not just the draft. It's also trades.
Keith, listen. Keith, listen. Keith, listen to me. This is how you do it, brother. First, you hit rock bottom as an organization.
You don't have to hit rock bottom.
Every championship team has hit rock bottom before they had to build up again. So let me finish. They had to build to the draft. That doesn't mean that every single draft pick they got was going to be a part of the championship team. It's called talent acquisition. So you have to assemble your talent and build the foundation of your house through your talent acquisition phase, which is most likely the draft or picking up young players, whatever the case may be. When you have a proven commodity, then you get your trade. Then you get your free agent. Then you get the rest of the role players that build around that core now, and then you have championship aspirations. That's how it works, Keith.
Is that how the Lakers did it before they won this last year?
Yes.
In the bubble year?
Stop it. Come on, bro. It's not
Well,
that's not 100%. That's not 100% rule, bro. Like y'all be talking about my contention is that like there's
Can
not
you name
one
me a number
way. There's not one way to do, you know what I'm saying? There's not one way to get there. As long as your team, my contention, I sat there and let you talk, bro. Like, go ahead. What you got more? Go ahead.
I do have another one. Yeah, because you brought up one team in 50 years in a bubble season and claimed that as your crown jewel of a point. Give me another one.
That's not accurate though.
The 2004 Pistons, bro. Like yo.
That's two.
Come
Give
on.
me
So
another.
what? So that's two. Even if there's others, but even if it's one, bro, that means it's not. There's other ways to do it. As long as your team gets incrementally better from year to year, and I feel like we haven't hit that big trade yet. That's the thing that we haven't done, and I'm saying that's going to come over the next 2 years. That's what I'm thinking.
The Lakers was in the lottery for 5
for how many?
And the only reason why they were able to acquire those pieces was because they were building through the draft.
Because they were building through the draft.
Because they were building through the draft. That's how they were able to acquire Anthony Davis.
And listen, and tell me if this name sounds familiar.
They weren't?
Tell me if this
They
name
were
sounds
building
familiar.
through LeBron.
Who was their
LeBron
first
wasn't
pick?
there yet.
Who was their
This is what I'm saying.
Who was
This is
their
what I'm
first pick in
saying.
the rebuild?
Oh my God!
first
Them
pick in the
pieces can
rebuild?
fall into. How many of them draft picks were instrumental in that chip?
All of them.
Because they got Anthony Davis.
That trade made them.
Right. They were traded for.
Look, Free Keith, listen, you brought up two examples, right?
So
95%.
they traded draft picks. This is what I'm telling you. I said in 2 years, no, this team that we have right here is not the championship team. That it is building towards a championship team.
But
those trades of those young cats that we got through draft, all of them aren't going to be here. Some of them are going to be traded.
Two things. One, you mentioned two teams. 95% of the teams that have had championship aspirations and contended or had dynasties build it in that fashion. So yes, there are anomalies and there are things that can happen from time to time. But I don't see yourself in that position and being that
Then
anomaly.
that's
Number
it. Then
one.
okay,
Number
okay,
one.
then that's it. That's
Can I
it
say
right
two?
there. You
Can
don't
I say
you
two?
don't see it. I see the possibility of it. You don't see it. I
Okay,
feel like
I understand
IQ
that.
is a good enough talent, young
Wow.
talent to get traded. I
Okay,
think
good.
so.
Okay, but now here's my second point. Do you believe that the young pieces that we have could assemble to bring a star like Anthony Davis, like what happened with the Lakers? Like, is
Yes.
there Alonzo Ball?
Yes.
Is there a
Yes.
Brandon Ingram? Is
Yes.
there a Jason? Wow,
Yes.
who's the Brandon Ingram and with our young guys? I'll wait.
What?
Who's
RJ?
Alonzo Ball?
RJ?
Wow. Wow.
If
putting a
Brown
lot on
if
Wow.
Brown is lucky, he'll be Josh Hart.
Wow.
Great, that's lucky.
If
Where's
Brown is-
Lonzo?
Where's
yeah.
Lonzo and
Yo,
Brandon?
I'm
Ingram
telling
is
you,
nowhere to be found.
RJ, OB, IQ, they could all be traded, bro, and they're all quality. They're
Oh,
all
they
they're all
definitely
trending. They're all trending in the right quality
So now
direction.
they're trade
And then-
based?
To be fair,
why
though,
not?
to be fair,
Why not? I'm
Kuzma
not a
was
front.
still
I
better
don't give
than Brandon
yo.
Ingram.
Let me not curse.
wasn't
I don't
playing
give
that
a
good
damn
anyway.
about any of these dudes individually. I don't like y'all got me twisted. Like my whole thing is about this Knicks joint getting me some chips. I don't give a damn if they trade IQ and we get somebody better. I don't
That's
give a
different,
damn
though,
if
when you say-
they trade Kemba, they trade Randall, they trade whoever. If our team is better, let's
Randall just
go.
cleared
you're
health and
trading
safety
everybody.
protocol. Randall just cleared health and safety protocol, y'all, so he might be.
Right.
You know
Let's
what I'm saying?
go Knicks.
So Freaky, so you're the 2K trade machine.
No, it's not a 2K trade machine. It's like I'm cool for anything that works.
That doesn't
Anything that
solve-
works and gets a team better. Anything.
doesn't-
And I include trades in that. I'm not holding on to nobody because they might be this, that, and the like. If they could get traded for something better and it's quality, let's go.
Okay.
Do what you did with Melo to get Melo in here at the time and just trade away the whole team.
No,
Just to
that's
get-
dumb. Like we are sitting in a whole different pot of resources than them. A whole different pot.
Yeah, we had a better team at that time, though.
being fair
before
with that
Melo.
Dude, we have a
Now.
plethora more resources than we had then. Y'all have to agree with that.
Oh man.
Y'all have to agree with that.
We do have more resources. I would
Way
agree.
more resources.
Back
Way
then, we had
more.
draft picks
Y'all
too.
might
Yeah.
not like them. Y'all might not like them, but like they're like we've got a depth of resources way deeper bag than we had then.
Well, you got an inept front office, so I don't think they're going to make the right move. So, and the
Okay,
way this team looks right now,
I can't argue that. That's what you think. I dig it.
No doubt. It's clear that you're going to stay in your stance, and you feel that you have a body of evidence to support that, and that's cool, bro. I'm with it.
And that's not to disparage any of your opinions. Like, yo, we all got different opinions. I'm just saying that this is just as valid. It's not like, yo, like things can happen. The NBA is very fluid.
Right. Grimes can turn into Brandon Ingram. Right.
Yo, dude, y'all sleeping on Grimes. I'm not saying that he's like, like he's gonna be some number one option, but Grimes can play ball.
What was the last time we won the
Grimes can play ball on both sides when he right.
And what was the last time, Freezer, we won the championship? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And so the thing is I'm not negative. We're not negative towards the Knicks, bro. We're negative towards the direction of the front office is taking. Right? And right now,
Rose.
Right now, there is no direction. We have mediocre vets and mediocre young players, right? And what we should be
We
doing
don't have
is
mediocre vets.
Okay. Well, how many All-Stars do you have on the roster?
Dude, okay. Rose has been playing at an All-Star level. No. Am I wrong or right? Am I lying about that? Am I exaggerating?
6-man level, yeah.
Come on. Taj out here shooting. Taj is out here shooting threes, bro. Taj is out here becoming a 3-point threat from the five, like reinventing a whole nother part of his game, bro. That's a quality vet. I'm not saying give him more time. I'm not saying start him. That's a quality vet, though.
Keith, let's take it one step at a time. You just said that Derrick Rose is playing at an all-star level this season. He's averaging 12 points a game, 4 assists, 3 rebounds.
I meant since
That's an
he's
all-star?
been here.
So
Since he's
I
been
would agree
here.
with you with 6-man level.
He had a few good
not
games.
all-star.
Since he's been here. And you're looking
talking
at
about
that,
this
and
season,
again,
G.
you're looking at that. I dig it. That's a season culmination. But game to game, when you look at Rose, like Rose is definitely one of the leaders of the team when he's on.
Rose is our best dribble, breaking down the defense penetrator on the team by far.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
just a stretch.
And that's
Kemba is a
Good
quality.
healthy.
Kemba is a quality vet. He's a quality vet.
Are you going by like their leadership?
No.
or their play?
I'm just saying that, like Katz was saying, all we have is bum vets on the team, and we
I
don't.
said mediocre.
Yeah, mediocre.
These cats ain't mediocre
That's
vets,
different.
bro.
Yo, they
Burks is a mediocre vet.
Yes,
No,
He's
he's
a
not
vet
point
right
guard
now.
right now.
Playing good at all.
Burks is a mediocre. He's a mediocre vet.
Been playing
Yes.
good at all.
Taj is.
He's
as
having
of
a
right
real
now,
happy
no.
fan.
Taj is a
All the
mediocre
vets.
vet. Like
Yes.
Taj is
Nah,
the
Taj
kind
is
of vet you want.
Taj
What?
is washed, bro.
The vets
Yeah, he
are
is.
setting.
Have you seen what Taj's look like the last
young
game?
guys.
Dude, he's a vet. Like to me, for the role that he plays and stepping in, like he plays more minutes. If the team needs him to play more minutes, he plays nothing at all. If he don't
He
need to be
can't
playing.
do that
He didn't
though.
play more
Not at
minutes.
his age.
No, I'm saying he is not. He is comfortable playing. He's comfortable doing what needs to be done. He'll sit out 3 games and not play at all.
And that's what I want from him. I don't want to see
That's
him
what you
play
want
more.
in a vet,
I
yo.
don't
Like
want
you.
him- But we're not seeing that though, because he's out there for 20 minutes with his hands on his head.
Yes,
an assistant coach
dude,
not
it's
playing.
COVID. It's COVID. It's injuries. Like, yo, the team, it's like 9 cats playing. What you mean? Of course he got to
sit here and
play.
say the
5
vets are
minutes of the game.
playing good this season, though. You can't do that. You can't say the
When
vets are having a good
when the
season.
cats are on, I'm okay. This
they're very
season, this is what I'm saying. Like, cats is all like up in arms about like the rocky part that this season is playing, but we know that these guys aren't playing up to their capacity. We know it.
I agree with that. Yeah.
We know it. Come on,
But
man.
they're
Like,
veterans. They should have said
like
play
we
with
want to
their
blame
young guys,
Leon.
you know?
We want to blame Leon, Rose. Like, yo, like these cats are the cats with the damn sneakers on. Like, we know that they're not even performing to their last year. Like,
But
nobody
Freaky,
expected the performance.
You the one that told me. You told me this today. You said these cats are inconsistent. And then when I called them mediocre,
they're inconsistent.
You said
yes.
Yeah, which one is it?
But that's what
the inconsistency that's causing that. Like you can't come out and pop like 25 points one game and come back and just pop 9 points the next game. You can't do that.
Then Grimes should be sitting.
The issues we're having right now are not the issues that Cats were complaining about coming into the season. Cats was saying that, oh, Kemba, his knees was going to kill us. It wasn't that. It was all performance-based issues, and Cats wasn't even talking about that being
worse.
If they're inconsistent.
Well, what I'm talking about is right now, this team is 17 and 20. Right? I'm talking about right this moment. This team is 17 and 20, right? They that is mediocre. That's mediocre, bro. The record speaks for itself. You are what your record says you are.
No, it's inconsistent.
Y'all got it.
Nah, man.
Y'all got it. Go ahead. I eat it. Go ahead.
Bro,
team is not a good team.
We are horrible. We are not a good team right now. You are right, 100% right.
Yeah, what I'm saying is the team, the vets are mediocre. The rookies are extra mediocre, middle. You know,
the rookies are rookies, man.
Nah, they ain't rookies,
they
bro,
rookies.
because
Keith, ask a question.
Randall
So if you feel that the trades are going to get us to the promised land, can you enlighten us? Because I want to be on your side here. I really do. I want to be. I want to be. I want to. No. I really do. Keith, listen to me. Listen to me, please.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Go ahead.
I want to be on your team. I want to be on your team. I want to be optimistic. I want to say we have a bright future. I want you to convince me. Give me some trade proposals, because you said we could do this to the trade. So give me some trade proposals and scenarios that we can do with this current roster right now that can get us a step closer to what our destination wants it to be.
Okay.
What? Leon Rose made me wait a year for Denzel Valentine.
He's cut, bro. What are you talking? Dude, that was it. Yo, you are bugging out. It's only fans and media making a big deal about that trade. That wasn't even
Bro.
Knicks wasn't even making a big. They didn't even announce it.
What is Knicks basketball?
Dude, they were gonna get rid of Wayne Selden anyway. They just found a way to get a couple dollars for it.
Crazy. Let me hear him. I want to hear his trade proposals.
Well, I want Karras. I feel like he's gettable, and I would definitely get rid of
Fournier.
Fournier. I'd definitely get rid of Fournier for him. I think actually Fournier makes more than him.
He does. Okay, so Karras. Okay, so let's go down. Caris LeVert is on your target board. Okay, give me the trade proposal.
Fournier, Karras, and I don't like a couple seconds or something, or a second, or I don't even know what other middling guy that would make the money work from their squad.
So far you got Evan. You want to ship Evan's contract, and you want to give him a plethora of second rounders, correct?
No. Like they would have to make it work on the money side, though. Like we'd have to take some.
He's only making 17 and a half, so it's actually closer than I thought.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow, that is very close. Okay, so that works.
So that works. So him in a second, bang.
Man,
okay,
they not taking.
Yeah, I was just hold on, Freezy. I was just gonna get to that, but hold on a second. So Caris LeVert's 27 years old. Caris LeVert's 27 years old. He's averaging about 18 points a game.
Actually, to tell you the truth, here's what I do.
Oh wait, are you changing it?
No. Like not because I want what's his name too.
Man, please don't say Miles Turner.
I feel like it's coming.
Please don't say Miles.
Nah, I don't. Not Miles Turner.
T.J. Warren.
Machine to beat.
I'm trying to think of who I get.
Oh, you want the point guard? You want the little white point guard?
Yeah,
that's what you want, right? TJ McConnell. There you go.
I'm trying to think how I could work that out. I'm trying to think who I could put with Evan to get both of them and work that out.
Nah, he's out.
Oh man,
bring back deli meat.
I tell you what, Keith. If I'm the Indiana Pacers, I'm looking at you and I'm on the phone with you. I'm like, well, sir, thank you for your offer. I'm gonna humbly decline.
Look, you're well within your right to say no, but like these are I feel like these are trade proposals that could work.
But what would Indiana want with Evan Fournier?
Great question.
When they have Chris Duarte.
Well, if they depending on his three ball going back to what it traditionally was, they get more
So I'll go back with them, but not with us. I love it.
Hey, this has been the low. This has been the lowest of his like recent career, bro. I'm sorry, it just is like do we think that it just went away? Like it's gonna come back. People bet on that. Like you could still say 1 year is an anomaly to somebody's whole career work.
By the way, McConnell's going to be out for like 2 more months.
So Keith, so far you have not brought me an inch closer to being on Team Keith, to having championship aspirations through the trade so far.
Hey, can I bring you on Team Freezy?
It doesn't have to be, but see, you're looking at right now. It doesn't even have to be right now. Like I'm telling you, you said over the next 2 years. That's what I'm saying.
With this current roster,
right?
No, right. I'm not with this current roster. This current roster gets us to the championship roster. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Okay, but then what you did was that you did some Burt Wonderstone stuff on me and threw out some magic tricks and said we're going to do it through the trades.
Yes.
And I'm saying how if we don't have a roster that's set up in order to do that.
It's 2 years, brother. It's 2 years. You gave the time limit.
With this current roster.
I agree with you.
I already agree with you with this current roster. If you're talking about this no changes current roster, no, we're not getting a championship in 2 years. So then, okay,
Good. That's the end of the
but I said that already.
But then, no. Well, I mean, you
said
didn't put
that
it. You
already.
didn't put it like
This is
that.
your
You kind of
contention that
smashed
I
them
said
together.
So should we? So Free Keith, should we be positive about this team the way it's constructed right now?
I think we got enough in the building to get us where we need to go in 2 years.
Where is that?
No.
I can see us being in championship contention in 2 years.
Oh.
With
Just off this roster and with the moves we make and the moves we make off this roster.
Wow. Wait, so you're saying that now?
I said this roster and the moves we make off this roster.
Right.
That's trades.
Right.
That's
I
trades.
understand. All right. So you are saying that with this roster, with the potential of trade value with this roster, in 2 years we could be championship competing.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, that's what I said. You said before, and then you said that you didn't say that. So
no, you're saying that this roster, as presently constructed, will get us is the team that we're going to get to the championship in 2 years. And I said no.
Correct.
That's not correct.
And that's why I asked you, give me some trade proposals. So we were in a line. You're shifting around here.
Dude,
we're in a line with what you're saying.
The NBA is very liquid. 2 years? Are you dude, the trades that can happen, I feel the trades that can happen inside of 2 years can get us there. That's what I said.
And so far you got me Karis LeVert for Evan Fournier and a plethora of second rounders.
That's right now, bro.
That's within the 2 year frame, Keith.
Okay, but that's right now. Like, I don't know who emerges as better as we go on in these 2 years. This is what I'm saying. This whole thing is liquid.
Sounds like Burt Wonderstone stuff to me, man.
Hey,
so the NBA today,
can I fix your team? Can I fix your team? And I can guarantee you a championship in 4 years.
Freezy, is that your GM hat on?
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
Yep. All right. So you ready?
Go. Let me hear.
All right. So the first thing I'm doing is trading Evan Fournier to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Okay.
Right. And in return for the Timberwolves, I'm going to ask them for a good young player or a first round pick. Right. And so what they'll do is say they'll probably tell me something like they would rather keep their draft picks and give me and ask me what young player that I wouldn't mind taking. Right. And so immediately I will tell them I would take Leandro Balmero, who the Knicks drafted and traded away, or Jared Vanderbilt.
Okay, wait, hold on a second. So can you repeat that to me again? So you're giving up Evan Fournier.
Right, to the T-Wolves. For Jared Vanderbilt or Leandro Balmero.
How about both?
If they give up both, I'll take both.
Yeah, I'm just saying I would shoot for both.
Right. If they give me both, I'll take both. Is what I'm saying. All right. So how does that? So ask me, how does that help?
I would be so satisfied with that.
Right. And ask me, how would that help us in the short term?
How would that help us in the short term?
It moves R.J. Barrett back to the 2.
Okay.
Last season, he averaged 20 points a game at the 2. And in the games he played small forward, he averaged 14 points a game. Now, that might not make sense to some people. Like, the positions are interchangeable, blah, 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 blah. No, they're not.
No.
Because the 2 has different backcourt responsibilities. The 3 usually doesn't have backcourt responsibilities. Right? All right. So here's the other thing. Like here's the next thing. And notice I said, hey, listen, I'll take a young player or a draft pick, right? Both these dudes are 21 years old, I think. No, Vanderbilt is 22 years old, right? So the next thing I do is look to move Derrick Rose, right? I'm asking the Memphis Grizzlies for the same type situation, right? I'm going to say, hey, listen, I know y'all on the verge of making some noise in the playoffs. Let me give you a 6-man that can back up. What's the point guard name there?
Ja.
Yeah. And what you can do is get a mentor for John Morant who plays closely similar to what D Rose used to play like around the same age, around 22, both explosive guards or whatever. I'm gonna ask
Hey, what's up,
them,
Chuck?
and I'm gonna ask them for a young player or a draft pick, and they'll probably say, "Listen, we don't want to give up draft picks. What young player are you interested in, right?" And I'm gonna say, "Hey, man, I'm really interested in Xavier Tillman or Zaire Williams." And they're going to be like, "Well, we just drafted Zaire this year, in the first round this year. Do you like somebody else?" I'm like, "No, I feel like Derrick Rose for Zaire Williams is the perfect trade. And if we can't do that, then we can't deal." And who is Zaire Williams? So in case there is a ghetto intellect in the chat, ghetto intellect, Zaire Williams is a 6'9" wing, bona fide 6 foot 9 inches tall, with handles and tremendous and scoring upside. Yep, tremendous scoring upside, and he's smart. I think he went to Stanford. Yeah, he went to Stanford. Right, and so now we got Balmero, Vanderbilt, Zaire Williams. Right. So now I got to trade, since now that we got rid of a couple of vets. What we want to do is trade away Alec Burks to a team that is on the verge of making the championship, but maybe had shortcomings, right? So I'm gonna call the Phoenix Suns, and like Phoenix, the reason why y'all didn't beat Milwaukee in the finals last year is because y'all didn't have a third scorer, and I can offer you a third scorer, right? All I want from you is your first round pick, right? And they're going to be like, "Well, how do we match salaries and blah, blah, blah," right? I mean, I'm going to pull up Phoenix's roster.
Wow, you really do have your GM hat on.
Yeah, bro, I don't play. This is too easy for people that do this full time not to do.
The next GM of the Knicks, Uncle Freezy.
Bro, people that do this full time, yo, you know what? I'll be like, "Yo, listen, I will give you Alec Burks for Dario Saric and 2 future second round picks. You got to give me 2 future second round picks, because if you don't give me picks and I'm taking on Saric's salary, this is a no-go. Because Saric is not going to help you win a title.
No.
But more scoring in your backcourt, that was your deficiency in the finals. Alec Burks puts y'all over the top. So I'm getting Dario Saric and 2 second round picks for Alec Burks. And the salaries match.
That's
right. So now it leaves you in a place, right, where you're like, well, you got rid of all the vets. What do you do with Kemba, Nerlens Noel, and Julius Randle? Well, for one, I keep Randle, not because he's the future, but I would rather trade Randle in the offseason because I feel like I'll get more when teams have more cap space. So I don't want to trade Randle during the season.
I agree.
I'm holding Randle, right? Because I know that I can get more, especially if I wait to 2 or 3 days before the NBA draft, right? I can use Randle as a piece to move up in the draft, maybe even take over the draft. But I got to get rid of Nerlens Noel because I just got Xavier Tillman, and I have Jericho Sims, and I have Mitchell Robinson.
Noel's got to go for sure.
Noel has got to go to a team that's contending for a title. So right now I'm calling up the Lakers and I'm saying, "Hey, listen, let me give you a piece that can help you guys get over the top, because the one thing you guys need more so than anybody else is quality depth at big man, because for a fact when you have LeBron and AD, when y'all had a solid rotation of bigs, y'all won the NBA title. Y'all problem why y'all didn't win the title the next year is because you let them bigs walk out the door thinking you can consolidate and have one big do it. But with Anthony Davis and LeBron, for some reason, you need multiple bigs. They had JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard. And somebody else, right? Let me add Nerlens Noel to that mix, right? And you give me 2 second-round picks. That's all I want for Nerlens Noel. A salary match and 2 second-round picks. And we good. They don't even have to be recent. They don't even have to be close. They could be far off down the road. I'll accept that, because in the grand scheme of things, I want a 1-year guy from you for this 3-year salary guy from us and your 2 second-round picks. And they could be in 2027. I don't care, because at the end of the day, the dude we get back, even if he makes more than Noel, come the end of the season, that person is expiring contract coming off the books.
Facts.
Right? So all that leaves is Kemba Walker and Julius Randle. Right? So what I do here is I keep Kemba and I keep Randle and I play the kids. And now I have a mentor in the front court and I have a mentor in the back court. And so what that does is it provides the better. Now Randle is the unquestioned leader of this team for the rest of the season. So now he is on Mr. Show Me, right? He got to show me that he wasn't a fluke. Meanwhile, I got you a first-round pick and 4 second-round picks. Got rid of the dudes that were inconsistent, like what Free Keith said. Right? Free Keith said they was inconsistent, and I agree with him. I got those dudes out the way, and I allowed the kids to be inconsistent and grow.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So now instead of it just being veterans that are inconsistent, we let the kids go out there and get their bumps and bruises.
Yes,
right?
I agree.
Right. And not only did we acquire more draft picks, we gathered high upside play, like Jared Vanderbilt is going to push Obi Toppin for minutes. So if Obi don't grow, he is going to become the third power forward. And whose fault is that? It's not my fault.
No.
And it's not Jared Vanderbilt's fault. It's Obi Toppin's fault.
Obi Toppin's. That's it.
Right? And then I get G.I. the 6'9" wing that he wanted. Now RJ can play the 2. You can bring along a 3, and now your young core has high upside guys because I added a top 10 pick to it.
That's not bad. We have a lot of second-round picks, though. How many second-round picks do we have?
And this plan gets you this you're saying this trade scenario will get you to championship team in 2 years.
And no, I said 4 years.
Okay, so your answer to his question is no.
What? No, I clearly stated what the plan was before. No.
That's what I'm saying. You put on your GM hat. I thought it was still under the context of the 2-year window that was given.
No.
Okay, I dig it. That's a 4-year plan.
I said it to him.
Freezy, can you summarize again?
All right, so basically,
or is it too much to summarize?
No. Basically, what we did is take the vets that we signed this offseason and trade them away for young prospects or late first-round picks.
Okay, cool. So, and I'm saying, just summarize the names real quick. So, because this is serious, what you're talking here. This is a possible 4-year plan here. So, I want to analyze it closely.
Yeah, Vanderbilt and Balmero from Minnesota.
And that was for Evan, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Evan's off the table, and now I've inserted Vanderbilt and Balmero. Okay, good.
Right, and then Memphis, we got Zaire Williams for Derrick Rose.
Zaire. Wow, straight up.
Right. Yep. Straight up. Why wouldn't they do that if they're on the cusp of making the playoffs?
Who is it?
Dude, they're on the cusp of making the second, possibly a Western Conference Finals if they continue going the way they're playing.
You remember how they lost in the playoffs, right? They didn't have firepower outside of John Morant.
Yeah, their bench is still a little limp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And plus, Derrick Rose went to school in Memphis.
Facts.
I hear you. So, and you don't have to try to convince me, Freezy. Just a quick summary. So, okay. So we have Balmero, I have Vanderbilt, I have Zaire Williams, right? This year's a first-round draft pick, and so far, all I've given up for that is Evan Fournier and Derrick Rose. Okay.
Right. Don't forget about the Phoenix Suns deal.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me that one.
And Burke.
Okay. Okay. So we took on Dario Sarge's contract.
Okay, so you're bringing in Sarge.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Second-round
picks. For 2 second-round picks for Alec Burks.
Yes. Do it.
Wow. So we got 2. So besides the 20,000 we have already, we just added 2 more. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And we got Sarge, and we took away. Why would I not want a first back? Why would I take the 2 seconds?
Because in my opinion, you don't want to lock yourself in at a guy at say pick number 30 when you can pick 31 and 33 or 31 and 36. right? Because if you pick number 30, you're locking. You might be locking in a second round fringe guy to a 4-year contract. You don't want to do that, especially if you can pick him at 31. Why would that make sense?
No more French guys.
But you're saying that it might immediately be 20 to 30. It might be 25.
But I'm operating under the assumption that the Phoenix Suns, who made the NBA Finals last year,
And it could be anywhere between 28, 29, 20. I got you.
it could be anywhere in there. But my preference would be, I would think in that scenario, instead of picking 28 or 29, I can pick 36, 33, and 37 and get the same type player.
You know what I've noticed, especially the last 10 or 15 years of a draft, there's always a guy that slips. And I would ask for that first round draft pick just to make sure I scoop him up before somebody else does.
Don't forget you already have.
But you might be able to flip. You might be able to, like, say you at the draft, you can flip that first for those two second round picks anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I would take the first.
Okay,
that's if Phoenix wanted to give it to you. And secondly, we have our pick and Charlotte's pick. So it's not like we don't have picks in this draft in the first round already.
Well, to tell you the truth, I would ask a little bit more from Phoenix because I'm giving them a guy in Burks that's going to give them consistent minutes and scoring at that bench position throughout their whole playoff run.
And he also is a Swiss Army knife. So he'll be able to be used in multiple scenarios. Like I feel like we're definitely taking the low end of that trade.
Yeah, I love your first two so far. But this one, I would modify a bit. I want a little bit more from Phoenix. Okay. If I'm giving you this.
I'll take the first.
No. And I won't say that. If you wanted to give me Sarge, I'll take your first, and I want something else.
If we're judging it based on his body of work up until now, like he's been a pretty much elite role player.
Right.
We get fleeced all the time, Freezy. We got to start doing some fleecing too.
But listen, hear me out. If that's what you want to do, then consider it done. That's what I've been trying to say the last 3 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear.
So if that's what we want to do, then do
Yeah,
it.
D is right though. We got to fleece ourselves because we're the ones always getting fleeced.
Right.
So okay, so let's just say Freezy. Let's just say for now that Phoenix one could be modified. But I like where you're going so far.
Right, and then don't forget the Lakers one where you trade Nerlens Noel to the Lakers.
Okay.
A cap match, salary match, and 2 second round picks.
Yes.
And who am I getting back from the Lakers?
Just a random that makes money.
Okay, a random, and I'm getting back 2 seconds.
A random.
Yeah.
And 2 seconds.
Come on, man! Like
I can make the case to
Noel ain't
the
like
Lakers.
A bum.
I can make the case to the Lakers, even when we have our harsh feelings about Noel. I still have to, upsell him and make the case that he was one of the only centers in the league last year that averaged 2 blocks and a steal. And they have defensive issues in their front court.
He's not cheeks. Like he's not total cheeks. Like damn. Like just any random player in the second. Like damn. Like we should be getting back something that we could use for that.
And I'd be like, Mr. Rob Pelinka. He's going to bring a lot of energy to you guys, weak side defense that you guys don't have, and he's going to grab a lot of offensive rebounds for you guys because all the attention attracted to Westbrook and OBJ.
Freezy wasn't lying there. Like they definitely need the help with the bigs, and like he would not. It wouldn't. To me, he would be definitely a plus.
So Freeze, I love where you're going again.
Right.
We got to modify it a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing is this. We don't want to modify. We don't want to get a player that's actually close to Noel good and then have him on a multiple year deal. Give me a bum for 1 year and draft capital. And
so
then
who?
I demand Kendrick Nunn.
Now he's on a multiple year deal.
Is he?
But you might keep him.
How about Stanley Johnson? We do a Stanley Johnson.
From Arizona?
Yeah. Stanley Johnson, Trevor Ariza type.
That's rough waters.
Yeah, that's
so you basically traded Noel for a second round pick.
Or first round pick. The only
Not
way
at $10 million a year, Freezy.
But
bro, like
It's not gonna work.
that's come
yeah,
on,
you talking about the
man.
money
Like
because these dudes
That
make
doesn't
up
match.
the money and like like we are losing a usable talent. Like you gotta get like, damn, like
Freezy, you got to give me. I understand Nunn's on a multi-year contract, and that wouldn't really matter to me. I need Malik Monk. I need Kendrick Nunn. I need something of that.
like that I could feel. That I could feel. Like we come off with a Monk,
think about
and I want your second round pick.
Yeah, they not giving you that.
They
Why
need
not?
they could use Noel. They could use Noel that much. That much.
Look, LBJ, his time's running out.
Tick, tick, tick,
You
tick,
got to
tick,
sell
tick,
this right.
tick, tick, tick.
And his time is running out, and you have an opportunity still. If AD comes back and is healthy, and you guys can get your stuff together, you have a valid rim protector. You have a guy that can play the lanes and surveil the lanes with his stealing ability, especially on ball.
Right.
You got to give me some guys.
So I got
It's weird for Noel how horrible he is, like fumbling passes sometimes. How quick his hands are on steals.
Yeah, so I got one. So I can do Juancho Hernan Gomez to the Celtics from the Celtics for Nerlens Noel, and they give us a first round pick. They need center depth.
That's not bad.
I just want to ask a
Let me
question
look at the roster.
reference because I don't know when was the last time the Celtics traded with us.
The Celtics? They just traded with us this offseason.
Oh, come on.
That's how we got 48.
Not with this front.
That's how we got 48 in a sign and trade.
I don't mean like that though. You know what I mean? Like just a straight up trade, not sign and trade. That's more so off season type thing. I'm talking about an end season trade. When's the last time they done that?
Yeah, it's
Stephon
tough
Marbury.
Yeah, it's tough trading in season. But so D, the point I'm getting at, bro, is these dudes do this full time, and it's too easy for them to pull off a move, for them not to be pulling off a move.
But you see, but look at the discussion we just had. Like, yo, like it's not like we just act like these joints are like, oh, point and shoot. Like, and it's not. It's not. Look at the little bit of discussion we just had. Us who ain't GMs. Like, yes, we think that these are just like, oh, the numbers match. The works is do like, yo, Cat's gotta want to let dudes go. Like, Cat's gotta want to come here. Like, there's other things in play.
Right.
So let's go back. So are you abandoning your Lakers then? Because you had something going there, but are you willing to abandon it?
I'm willing to send Nerlens Noel to the team that's a buyer. I mean, that's all I'm saying. If the Celtics are willing to move, I'm willing to move with the Celtics.
But that's Vasaric, right?
I'm with you on that, but it got to be something like it can't be no unreasonable. Like it can't be no unreasonable get though.
I'm saying with this, Freezy, if it's the Celtics, I don't want Juancho Hernan Gomez averaging 1.1 points a game, 1.5 rebounds, and I'm not dealing with that, bro. I'm going backwards.
Like, I'm a very optimistic fan, but like, yo, son, I don't know. Like that seems very Barnyarny to me.
You gotta look at it in
Barnyarny.
Yeah, you gotta look at it in terms of team building. Because if you bring in Zaire Williams and you move RJ back to the 2, why would you bring in a dude that's going to compete with them and stop them from playing? We already agreed that we said we're going to play the kids. Why would we bring in a vet in a trade?
No, because the name of the game ain't like, oh, how many kids you can develop. You gotta be able to field a winnable team.
Winnable to go where?
That wins games.
Winnable to go where though?
That's
winnable
what I'm
to
trying
do
to
what?
tell him, G.I.
Okay, all right.
No, just what do you want to win? What do you want to get? What do you want to get? Fourth? You want to get what? 7th seed every year, 9th seed every year.
Bounce out the first round.
We just seen the playoffs for the first time in 7 years, bro.
Or you can let
y'all
Zaire
already we stuck in purgatory? Come on.
Or you can let Zaire Williams play 35 minutes.
Cat's want to jump from one playoff appearance to the championships.
Bro,
like, come on, like what is the expectation?
This is unreasonable, bro. So you want to get Zaire Williams and then put him on a bench behind some random
I
dude
don't
that's
want to
averaging
get Zaire Williams and put him on the bench. That was what your plan called for. I'm saying
no, he cleared everybody out so Zaire could play. That was the great part of what Freezy did. He didn't only go get young potential superstars. he cleared people off the bench who would take minutes from him because he thinks about Tibbs. He knows Tibbs goes, I got Burks or Zaire. Yeah, Zaire, you're not going in. So he got rid of Burks' tail, so Zaire, so you got to play Zaire.
Right.
I'm not saying, okay, yes, you got to play Zaire. I'm not saying that, but the idea that you don't want no vets on the team just because they're going to take away minutes from, is, to me, like that's not a proper methodology. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm not going to take Dame. I'm not going to take Dame if I can structure a deal for Dame because he's going to take minutes from like IQ or something like that. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
By the way, if I may, I just want to remind everyone on the Blondes Tears Network. By the way, congratulations to this morning show. I don't know if you pay attention to analytics like I do. Yo, this morning show.
Yes,
I guess I got to give the props to D is balling because once he became my bad. My bad.
You're making me blush. Look at you, about to get in trouble.
Yeah, hey,
about to get in trouble.
D, what it is I think he like, yo, that's Uncle Freezy heartstring. He don't pay us no attention no more.
We don't even get the sound. We don't even get One day, Sunday morning, Freaky peeped this. I said, oh, Freezy live. I ain't doing nothing. Let me go downstairs and hop in. I ain't see the link, but D was up there. I said, Freezy don't share that. I don't get the precursory link anymore.
That explained your behavior.
And look, exactly, Diz. You see that? You see the pedigree, right?
It's cutthroat.
It's
cutthroat.
And then, but see, you don't know D when you be around him longer. Trust me, he'll have you competing with us in a second. He just knows.
Look, listen, guys, we're on the same team.
Oh, that's gonna stop. That's gonna stop.
Wow, that's how we're feeling.
No, D, that's what makes it great because
that's what makes it great. You're right.
Just makes the network better. We ain't from no other network. But let me say this:
it's sibling rivalry. It's all brotherly competition.
Since we're talking network business, tomorrow, 7:30. You haven't seen us in a while. I asked him to relax. The people haven't seen you, and he took the exact opposite approach. He came on here and started throwing grenades everywhere. But the host of the show, his name is Free Keith. I am blessed enough to be the co-host, and we have an engineer and producer in Freezy. And I'm telling you, our back chat is more lit than this morning.
The back chat is more lit.
Top of the morning, fellas. Top of the morning.
So, for those that don't know, when I used to jump on when I first started the Knicks Morning Drive, so I used to jump on by myself, and occasionally somebody would jump on, and so G.I. started jumping on with me, and then this dude named D is balling, and the Prince Bun used to be on too. But D used to have the joint up, so people don't recognize who it is. But now he got video on.
Yeah, he had to bring that good light skin out. He brought that good light skin out. The
the light is bouncing nice on that.
It's acceptable amongst today's society standards.
Yeah, so because it used to be the four. Yeah, you remember the four of us? It used to be me, D is balling, G.I., and the Prince Bun. And the Prince,
and we used to drink Blanche tea.
Them, exactly. So, but yeah, man. So that's what we was doing, man. We've been rocking. But Free Keith, what I was trying to say to you, bro, is not the fact that that any move is an easy move. What I'm saying is can we at least picture movement in a direction, whatever direction it is? Like for instance, there's a soft tank crew and there's a go all in crew, right?
The tank commander's on the bottom there.
Right. The go all in crew is like, yo, why are we even trying to develop kids? We need to get Randall, Rose, and Kimba some help. Trade these kids for a veteran to come help them. And if that's the direction that the team decides to go, I'm like, okay, I'm good. And if the team decides to trade off these veterans and just, you know what I'm saying, and drive the tank, I'm like, okay, at least there's a direction. That's my point. That's all I'm getting at. Just go one way or the other. Don't be zigzagging
Dude,
and be quiet.
That's the way they were. That's the way they were going. They got Randall some. They got Randall some help. It's rocky right now. Like that. Like any plan could go south for a little second. Like yo, like it's not even half the season yet. That was obviously the plan. Like they kept like 80% of the team. So the plan was obviously to incrementally get Randall help.
But you milking it, bro. We had 37 games. Halfway is 41. You talking like we had game 20.
Is it almost a rock bottom?
Yeah, we
Hey, by the
almost
way,
hit it.
I mean, I got to get off. I'm going to drop down because me and Keith are going to have conversation that we get paid to do tomorrow. But on my way out the door, just ask Keith how he plans to get to 54 wins with that model. Bye.
Wow, you missed that portion of the conversation, though. I missed that portion. I missed that part. I already conceded the 54 wins. Like that's fine. I'm not beholden to my, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm an optimistic fan. Like, that's not, I don't give a damn about like a take being wrong. I can eat that. That's fine. Like, yeah, we're not getting the 52 wins, but I'm still not down on this season yet.
I said 54 too, along with Sarge.
Hey, but Big Dog, what I was saying to you though is, in order to get to that total that you just mentioned, the Knicks got to go 30 and 15 the rest of the way, just to get to your new adjusted total. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
I dig it. I'm not saying it's easy or it's like it's the most possible thing. If I have to readjust it, I'll readjust it. But that's where I'm going with.
Freezy, we didn't get to finish. So that whole Celtics Lakers thing needs to be modified.
Get the GM back.
And I'm not even mad at his trades. I'm just feeling like I feel like there's a couple of those trades that we're getting we're really not getting the value back on.
And we made that point, and that's why we said it was left for modification, because the idea is good, but I think that Freezy's selling himself a little short as to how you can hustle and negotiate to get something back better.
And if that's his 4-year plan, like cool, like that's a decent enough 4-year plan. All right, but my contention is like I'm just not taking back value for cats just because like, oh, this dude is a veteran and he might like I got to get value for my investment.
Yes.
I just think of how we really went from 4th seed to the lottery. I know it's like a lot of things that have played a role, but this is just I'm still in shock.
I'm not surprised. You guys remember from last year, the guys that remember me from last year, I remember saying that this was not a very good roster. This was not a very good team. And I think a lot of things happened last year that worked in our favor. And of course, we did the right thing and taking advantage of the situation. And that's what you're supposed to do. And they did the right thing with that. My only issue is that I think because of that, the front office got enchanted by what happened and really thought that you could just put Mo, Larry, and Curly with Julius Randle and still have the same result. And I think that's where they went wrong. So it's like you got to give.
I think the major what you call it was, I think what was maybe underappreciated was really what that move did to the defense. I definitely concede that, because I thought that the defense would definitely take some adjustment, but the offense the offensive improvement would be enough to like to really shelter that little deficiency, but like it just hasn't.
There he is. Put the GM hat back on, Freezy. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, Freezy. I agree here. So, because I want to hear the rest of your 4-year plan, because so far, I mean, I'm liking it. I mean, especially you still got Julius Randle there. You still got RJ Barrett. You still have Obi. You still have these young guys, and this is what you brought in. Right. It's a nice fusion so far, and it's definitely better, well constructed than what we have right now. Right. So,
you have competition for Obi, right? So now is you don't just bring in a guy that we know is better than Obi. We just straight up going to Obi top and like, hey, bro, listen. Either you
so you just bringing in a guy for competition for Obi?
Yeah.
So you're trading a productive contract just to bring in somebody to redshirt against Obi?
No, that's not exactly.
Well, Freezy, Vanderbilt does play a lot of 5.
Yeah.
So it might not be a direct competition.
Yeah.
How big is that guy? Was he 6'9"?
He's 6'10", but he's wiry, bro. Man, is he wiry, and he's strong for his slight frame. So
yeah, he's like kind of Kevin Garnett-y.
So okay, Freezy. So let's leave the Lakers and Celtics to be modified, because I think you could do something better with Nerlens Noel, because there are teams that have needs, and you have to prey on the needs of other teams.
No,
and I think you
can't. No,
Why not?
You got to listen, man. There are only a handful of teams that are going to make trades in season. The Lakers and the Celtics make trades in season, right? And you got to prey on their aggressiveness, right? Because the narrative with Boston is, what are you going to do? Waste Jason Tatum's prime? Or they can't play together. What are you going to do? Split them up? So what you got to do right now?
We agree.
Yeah. So right now, you got to take advantage of where they are, just like they want to take advantage of where we are.
That's what we're saying. We're saying the same thing.
Yeah. So I think they would give us a first round pick for Nerlens Noel, because what they don't want to do is waste years of these dudes' contract in purgatory, right? And then in 3 years they got to trade both of them. I believe they don't want to do that.
Okay.
And the Lakers, LeBron is on the clock, and the Lakers are a thirsty franchise. Man, they just did a trade with us yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I hear you. I just feel like it could be modified, and you do, and I'm agreeing with you that you do have to play on the needs of the team at that moment in time.
Those might not be the only teams, though.
But
right.
Okay, so who is thirsty as the Lakers and the Celtics?
Let me go.
Aside from the Knicks.
I mean, obviously you've done a evaluation. I have not done that, but you're saying out of 30 teams, there's only 2 teams that have any thirst that we can capitalize on.
Okay, say for instance, I'll give you an example. The Utah Jazz they're a thirsty team, a team wanting to get over the hump, right? But they already have a backup center.
Mm-hmm. Right.
What about Charlotte?
Oh, good one, Chuck. What about Charlotte, y'all?
That's tough, Chuck.
Okay.
We could probably get Kelly Oubre out of that deal.
I mean, he only played 12 minutes last night.
But he's a young wing. RJ goes back to the 2. And you have an attacking willing defender who's still pretty young. Or
is he on a multiple year deal or
2 years? 2 years, $10 million. That's a perfect swap.
Okay.
Yummy. Good stuff, Chuck.
I would love to get Kai Jones out of this deal. Y'all know that. But
what's good, y'all?
Hey, what's good?
We might can add a couple of those second round picks to get Kai Jones as well.
You know what's crazy about that though is that he was supposed to be with us. That's what's the craziest thing.
That's the crazy thing.
Yeah. Why give up the 2 draft picks just to get him when we just could have had him
back months later?
Yeah.
We traded Tim Hardaway Jr. and then re-signed him.
Yeah.
That's how this front office works.
Crazy.
And how about the Raptors, Freezy? You don't think the Raptors are in contention of a backup center, knowing that they are a playoff fringe team?
So what do we get from the Raptors then?
Let's see what the Raptors got.
Aren't the Raptors in our division too?
Yeah.
I just don't see division teams trading with us like that.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about that.
Oh, you know what?
But it was just to bring the thought that that other teams, it could be applicable, whether it realistically happens or not. But there are teams out there besides the Celtics and the Lakers that would be in the services of a Nerlens Noel.
And Ken, you know that Randall, he's out of protocol. He's just the only reason he wouldn't play would be due to conditioning. He's out of protocol.
I think he might play.
Well, we need him or at least a center to come back tonight, hopefully. Because at this rate, we're hoping that Julius,
Mitch
Sims,
and
or
Sims is
Mitch.
up.
Yeah,
Mitch and Sims is up.
they gotta see how their conditioning is. Hopefully, the both of them pass through, so we don't have to see what we've been seeing.
How about with Toronto? I mean, this is not realistic. It's just a thought. You could give me Delano Banton.
I like him.
6'7" guard.
Yeah, point guard.
Can handle the basketball. Yes, I was just going. Well, he's more of a combo right now, but he could still do both.
And his upside, from what I noticed, was defense. I think he's got a high defensive upside.
And he has a good motor too.
Yeah, I saw him play. I saw his defense on Derrick Rose earlier in the season,
and
it was impressive.
Yeah, I hear you. I like him. That's why I brought him out.
How old is he? I can't bring in anybody.
He is 21 years old, bro.
He just got drafted this year.
Bim, there it is. Let's do it.
Out of Nebraska.
Oh, my bad. 22. Sorry, and he's only making $925,000.
Yeah, I think it was a second round pick.
Yeah, I say let's do it, bro.
You get what I'm getting at? Even when it's not realistic, but there are options. There are ways that I could go. And I don't think, to be personal, I don't think the Raptors would be too torn-hearted away from giving him up, especially when you could have a legitimate backup center in Nerlens Noel.
Okay, man.
That can further protect your rim with already those big wings that you have out there surveilling the perimeter.
The Raptors like to play small, and they technically have 3 centers.
Well, they play small in a way, but their wings are big. You feel me? So it's kind of like, yeah, I think Nerlens Noel might fit in that.
But Sam, Nick Nurse doesn't like Precious Achua, and that's been made evident. His numbers have significantly dropped.
Let's get him, man. If you don't like him, that's my guy. Go ahead.
You like Precious? There's a lot of people that like Precious. I don't see it.
He was on that draft. He was on that draft board.
You wouldn't take him for Nerlens?
I'd rather have Banton than him.
He was on that draft board.
I like
Precious
Precious.
Achua.
I hear you. There's a camp that really likes him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I got to hear a lot about him, because he was on that draft board. D. Question for you guys as I sit in the chat. So is this approach to team building y'all taking? You're pretty much going for a bunch of those young guys, and even some of them even drafted all over. Y'all see a lot of potential on them. Y'all really are. This approach y'all taking, because y'all all consistently doing it, so it's becoming a thing now. Is this like a rebuilding? Would y'all say this is a way to rebuild, or like?
No. To answer your question, Free Keith told me or said to me, that he can rebuild the Knicks in 2 years using trades, right? And then I said, well, the Knicks already started the trade. They traded for Valentine L. What was the dude name?
Denzel Valentine.
Denzel Valentine, right?
No, Tom Bell.
He said Valentine.
And then I asked him, can you give me a trade proposal that would, give me an idea to be on this team, right? And then he came with Carlos Levert for Evan Fournier. Then he stopped, and then Freezy decided to bun it and then say he got it for you.
And then Freezy started dropping names like Zaire Williams and just got everybody's attention.
Hey, but
go ahead.
I just like 6'9" wings, bro.
Well,
why wouldn't you?
Pause.
I just like 6'9" wings that are fluid athletes that can defend and shoot the rock.
Well,
I'm just saying.
I'm sure you never heard that before from this box of mine.
So, Freezy, what's next? Okay, so Noel we could modify.
No, one last question. I don't want to take y'all up, but in relation, because I want to make sure everybody in the chat knows what it is that y'all doing. Y'all working out trade. What's your ultimate goal? Because I think this is the problem as fans we have with drafting, with winning games, with losing games, with drafting, with signing free agents. But what is the direction of the New York Knicks? That's the question. So as you guys build these trades that changes the team significantly, what is y'all focus as you do it? That's the question.
Can I answer? You want to answer, Freezy?
Go ahead, bro. It's
All right, cool. We still keep our core of good players with Julius Randle and RJ Barrett. Right now, as I come, we still have Obi Toppin. We still have Emmanuel Quickly, right? And look how we just upgraded the roster. So we're actually in a better position of talent acquisition. So just in case we got to make any bold moves and stuff like that, we have a product and value that we can do it with now.
Right. And G.I., so from my perspective, G.I., you know what? The thing is, the direction is this. Win a championship in 4 years. Period. Win a championship in 4 years. That's what we going. And G.I., and the secret thing, and I'm gonna just say this to you. This is us. This is between me and you, yo. So what I did was secretly I was acquiring draft picks so that I can trade them for De'Aaron Fox. So
how unreasonable is this approach? Because I don't see a lot of arguing. I'm gonna let y'all get back to it, but how unreasonable? So
do you think it's unreasonable, Gia?
No, it's actually sounding too simple. And when things sound too simple, I get concerned. And then I ask, there's people getting paid eating good caviar and drinking fancy wine. How come they ain't figured this shit out?
Right.
Excuse my friend.
Right. And I'm with you. Gia. See, the reason why is because of ego. Right. See, with you and me, like me and you. See, with me and G.I., G.I., listen, you know, at the end of the day, bro, I have a humble spirit. I can't help it. I want to have an ego, but that's just not me. I got to be who I am, right? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody done been around somebody pretending to be something that they not, and they don't like it. It ain't no fun, right? But the thing about me is this: I know that I'm thirsty for a chip. I'm thirsty for a chip, bro. I want a chip. Man, listen, if we were 13 and our team didn't win a championship yet, we'd be okay because we know we got time. Bro, but when you get to a certain age, you like, come, this
I'm
is
about to say you
ridiculous.
gonna expose yourself, Freezy?
Nah, it's like, yes. Bro, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm already fed up with it. I'm only 21.
And check this out. Let me veg you back real quick. G.I., you ever been in a real complicated situation, right? And always the answer is the simplest answer?
Yeah.
It's the simple, straight way to go.
That's why I hit the link. Hence why I hit the link. Y'all notice I came back. I left already. I got to show them all. I don't want to give away. I don't want to say too much. I think I got to save some for tomorrow. I want to sound repetitive to show the network don't play that repetitive stuff.
Right.
And then knocks the bull crap coming out that like we're being too negative and like, you know, you see these hypocritical fans. No, we just want to build the right way. And maybe we have to offer some perspective to do so.
And more importantly, what I hear you guys saying, there's certain players, it's evident you're making an investment in because you're running them out there 34, 36, 37 minutes a night. You're making New York Knicks brand investment in them.
Right.
So then why are you putting Jack and Jill next to them when they need Pete and Steve? And you guys are going to find Pete and Steve that accent what it is that we have, hence why you use the term core. I'm in the back. I'm right here. I'm leaving the panel this time. I may ask questions because I'm gonna play media. No, y'all are GM, I'm media in this scenario.
Right. And so what I'm getting at, G.I., is this. These dudes these players are on different timelines and different stages. And see, Evan Fournier got 7 or 8 mentions. And he's a professional. He want to pay this stuff off before his last contract is up, right? You know what I'm saying? He got little boy going to school and all that stuff.
He's trying to invest in that steak stock that he got.
Yeah. These young dudes, when they 19, they not thinking about what life's gonna be like at 28.
Evan Fournier is not even going to retire in the United States.
Right.
Forget New York.
That's a bad mix,
right?
Bad mix.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So when you the thing is go out and get RJ Barrett a running mate, bro. Because that's what he's missing. Go get RJ a running mate. Go get Obi a running mate quickly. Grimes.
Get guys that can handle the basketball and can make a decision.
Right. And
not only that. I was gonna say not only that. I know they said we should have got Kelly
Umbre, but at least he fits more of a Nick description with defense. Fournier never really
He don't fit
fit the
nothing.
description of
And he
what
can
we
put the
do.
ball on the floor. He can
And
slash. He can hit quarter
and
threes.
I
He can
think
You know
defend.
what's crazy about that, D, is we
he
was
would
told
play
that Fournier could do that, but he can't.
he
Hey,
would
can
play
we keep
really
it a
good
stack?
with RJ
Hey,
because
can we keep it a stack? Let Siakam try that. Clear the whole left side of the floor. I'm gonna put my elbow on you, Kelly Oubre, and just Kelly P. Tsunami Poppy's not having that at all.
you talking about
How he did
not
RJ,
Siakam,
how Siakam
the other
did it
dude.
too.
Yeah,
And
Siakam did it too.
Oberly, what's his name?
Yeah.
Oberly.
Yeah, you know what you're talking about.
OG,
Fact.
OG, yeah.
OG. He did it at the beginning of the game. I said the same thing.
They ran that play all day. They said, "Oh, you want to defend us with 6'7" two guards?
Yeah,
You want
OG
to
wasn't
defend?
having it.
We got some
He
of the
went straight
best
at him.
wings in the league, and you want to defend them with 6'7" swingmen? Okay, all right.
But we also got to remember that those players had a chance because I remember he wasn't all of that at one time too. Talking about OG, like Toronto, he was
Yeah, he
hurt
didn't
though.
have an offensive game like that at first.
Yeah, but he was injured though. To credit to him, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, just the point that we always say, we gotta give players.
I need
a
y'all
chance.
to get back at it because I'm learning like Zaire Williams. There was a couple other names y'all said I never heard of.
Jared
before.
Vanderbilt, Leandro
Jared
Balmero.
Vanderbilt. I remember Vanderbilt. He's still balling. He had good skills in college.
Yeah, he super energy guy.
Yeah,
Great
let me shut
hands.
up. I'm hearing some great names, but yeah, go ahead. Great names.
Okay, Freezy. So now, who's next after Noel? Or is that it? Is that what you got to, or
I
we got?
want to keep Kemba, and
Okay, well, keep Kemba.
and I want to keep Randall, because trading them, in my opinion, trading them during the season does not give you the highest
Maximum
return.
value.
Yeah,
Right.
so we could trade them. See, because at the end of the day, you could trade Kemba. He'll be an expiring contract next year, right? And the team, and if he don't work out for the next team, they could be like, whatever, let Kemba walk.
Hey,
And Randall, you got to create a bidding war for a 27-year-old all-star power forward who had a down year. You know what I'm saying? And just all you got to do is go to coaches and be like, hey, coach, do you think you can fix this with Randall? If I go to Hardwell and D, be like, hey, coaches, y'all think y'all can fix this thing with Randall?
Hey, GMs, as y'all talk about your evaluation of Randall, if you trade everybody around him and then you're dangling him, couldn't you potentially say it ain't Randall, it's the support system around him? He played with trash, so he played like trash, and that's why we traded all those guys away?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That's nice.
Depending on what GM you talk to, you can say, yeah.
How do y'all
man.
feel about Thaddeus Young? Somebody put that in the chat. He's an expiring contract.
Hey, and so
What
Hayden
about?
said, how about calling Chicago
I
for
was gonna
Rose?
say.
Well, he's on the Thaddeus Young on the Spurs. How y'all feel about that?
He's all right. He's all right. Freezy, I was gonna ask you, being that Kemba right now is would teams want to take Kemba on because how he looks on a winning team? Would it be worth probably if they want Kemba, if he peak any interest to move him before the season?
That's a good question, man.
Because he did play good, and a lot of people wondering what because he'll fit on a team that's in a position that needs somebody. His shot look good. A lot of other teams could hide him on defense more than we can because we played him with Fournier. So to me, Kemba, I felt like honestly they did that when I couldn't understand why they just took him out the lineup. That they were kind of protecting his draft quality. I mean his trade wealth because they looking at it like if we play him too much and he go down because his knees, because they know more about the knees than we do. They got doctors right there.
Right.
So they like, yo, Kemba may be worth something because teams think that we should be playing him, or look, he had 44, he was player of the week, all that stuff. So when you said that, it just crossed my mind that if we really worried about the future, we got to make moves fast that we know is not going to help us down the line. Like,
Would you do? Let me ask you this: based on that, would you trade Kemba to Brooklyn for Cam Thomas?
I would.
Because it's like I said, if we going
in
for
a heartbeat, Freezy.
Yeah, if we going for the young freeze, and we saying like get more players that could play with young, because remember the points I be trying to make is where the world is going, and not to bash Tibbs, but Tibbs ain't with the times, it seemed like. And more young players, is we're gonna have to question, do we need a young coach too? But even if Tibbs have more younger players that could make his system work better, it would look a lot better, even with a point guard as well.
You know what?
But I
If I'm
would
the
trade Kimber for that though.
if I'm the Nets,
Good points,
if
Harwell.
I'm the Nets,
Thank you.
I probably would absolutely take Kimber and use Kimber for the home games and Kyrie on the road, and then
That's a
figure
good
it
point
out
too.
and figure
Ooh.
it. And so that way you can have the same style player with the ball in his hand. So Kimber could play his style, Kyrie could play his style. Use Kimber only at home, in New York, and use Kyrie only on the road. I think
And
if I was the
especially
Nets,
that they're in a win now.
Right.
See what
By the
happens when
way,
we get
Kyrie
together,
is
Gi?
playing
Trouble
good
when we
too.
get together, Gi.
See, I think Cam Thomas has the potential to be a Bradley Beal type player.
He's a little bit too small for that, Freezy.
Bradley Beal's 6'3", bro.
Yeah, he's about
Huh?
6'4". He's
Bradley
almost
Beal's
6'4".
6'3". Or 6'4".
No, Cam Thomas is not taller than Bradley
He's
Beal.
shorter. He's
I think
shorter,
so.
but I'm
I think
saying
so.
Cam
I think they're the
Thomas is
same
6'3".
size.
Hold up.
Cam Thomas is 6'3".
Is he?
He's still
He
growing.
isn't.
He's still growing.
And he's 19.
Yeah, he's 6'3", 210.
Yeah,
He's still growing.
I thought he was like 6'1". My fault. Okay, hold on. Let me see Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal's what, 6'5"?
No.
6'3".
Wow,
They have
that's
him down
crazy.
at
That is
6'3".
Yo,
crazy.
Freezy. Yo,
Wow.
Freezy. My
Yo.
nephew is a 6'6" point guard, right? He play in Atlanta, but he just had 27 on prolific prep.
Hey,
He
what
in 11.
school he play for? Harwood?
Yeah,
He
word.
played for Newton High.
That's
And that
crazy because
school
I'm
really
in
wasn't.
Atlanta, so that ain't that far from me.
Yeah, that's my nephew named Stephon Castle. He committed to UConn already.
Okay.
Right?
Wow.
So he's 6'6" point guard. So I'm like, man, if he comes to the Knicks, it's over. He handled the ball, he
It's
passed,
over.
he do everything.
He
Well,
said Stephon what?
my daughter's on the
Stephon
floor
Castle.
ride at UConn.
Word.
For track and
Yeah.
field.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be up there, bro. You know, we might meet up there.
Wow.
She graduating next year.
Oh, she graduating next year? Okay, that's dope. Beautiful school, bro. And I just wanted to put a plug out there because we talking about point guards. And you know, a lot of players, one of the players that was on his high school team, they went to the what's that elite what is it called? Damn, y'all know what I'm talking about. They started a league where now you can leave high school and go there.
You talking about the G League?
No, not the G
Ignite
League.
thing?
No, not the G League. What's the name of that brand? Damn, I just was talking about it. It's a brand that started a league, Overtime, the Overtime League.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
OTE. Yeah.
Where you could leave high school and they giving them $200K, but there's something that they trying to
They
see
got
if
like
like
an
the
arena and
NBA is gonna
everything.
take from their pool, which is a good idea because, like we said, some drafts get weak, but then you got some high school players that's already better than some of the talent. You know what I mean? They showing or
A
young
lot of
guys.
people in Atlanta doing that too, Harwell.
Yeah, that kid that was on Newton, he went to Overtime Elite. He plays for their team, but that's the new thing that's going on. So it's gonna be more. There's gonna be other ways, Freezy, for our team and other teams to find players now because they're gonna make that a way where you go into those pools and look at players. I just wanted to say something about it real quick.
Well, Harwell, you murdered it with that Kemba Walker stuff.
Thanks, bro.
So now, let's say, now Freezy, back to your GM hat. One of our associates came in. And he made us think of something we didn't think of.
Right.
So that's what I said. Once the good heads get together, we gonna get better ideas. I sit here and listen, bro. And when I seen y'all didn't say it, I felt like the Knicks was doing that, D. As far as like because we critique what they doing, but we don't really know what the move is for.
Right.
So I try to think deep and be like, yo, maybe they protecting Kemba's trade value because a lot of teams might need a point guard who can hit that shot, and his shot look good right now. You don't get player of the week for nothing.
No.
Now I think we all agreed that Julius Randle would stay.
For the season.
You're right,
For the
correct.
season.
Yeah, okay.
But
And
as soon as the off season come, he out of here.
Really that quickly?
Yep. So the off season, yo, I got because you got to look at so the thing is with Randall, I love Randall, right? But you don't want to have a dude aspiring to be something with a bunch of kids trying to learn the game the right way and build a championship core. And then plus the 2022 draft is loaded with dudes that play Randall position. Right. So you already have Vanderbilt and Obi, right? Why keep Randall right? And then the draft have dudes that are probably going to be better than Randall in 3 years at his position.
Wait, and you said your trick up the sleeve was to get all that draft capital in order to go ahead and try to swing for De'Aaron, right? So you want to leave that for last because you're going to have to give up some players for that.
Yeah, if we give up players,
Okay.
we give up players, yeah.
No, you have to. You just have to.
No,
So,
I don't. No, I don't.
What do you mean?
You know how I know I don't? Because like I was telling you in the very beginning, I was trying to dump salary, take on 1-year deals so that we can have cap space. So we don't have to do a salary match. We could just overwhelm them with draft capital and absorb the salary. That was the secret that I was telling GI. The reason why I didn't want to do
they would have to be under incentive to be. And what team we talking about? Atlanta?
The Kings.
Sacramento.
No, the Kings.
Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, but they would have to be in a position to where they need cap relief. And I don't know if Sacramento is probably one of the last teams looking for cap relief because they're never signing free agents.
Right. But I'm overwhelming them with draft picks.
Okay. They are draft trick, but they need to have a certain level of salary cap. I guess they could go out and find another bad contract to take after your deal. I guess there's a career there.
Right, but the thing is you offering them a ticket to have carte blanche to do whatever they want. Because right now with De'Aaron Fox, they lose all the time, and they can't go get him no help. Right? You trade us De'Aaron Fox, you free up $30 million of cap space for them. You overwhelm them with draft picks, and then they can build their team the way that they want to with their picks and all the picks that we give them. And they already have a point guard replacement already.
It's juicy. It's juicy, and it's within the reasonable sound mind here.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what do you do with RJ?
I'm leaving him at the 2.
Okay, so we're keeping him, and we're signing him to the extension, and he's a part of the plan.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to do that yet, right? I want to go into the draft and draft, right? Go into the draft and draft. And I know that sounds crazy because I said I acquired draft picks, and trades to get De'Aaron Fox, and then I want to go into what I want to do is, and this is the best case scenario. What I like to do is trade for De'Aaron Fox using whatever draft picks we need, right? The kids that are borderline, like for instance, I think Zaire Williams is a stud, RJ is a stud, De'Aaron Fox is a stud, right? Then you got borderline, Vanderbilt could be a stud, Obi can be a stud. What do you do with Mitchell Robinson, right?
These are good problems.
Yeah, McBride is okay. Grimes is okay. Jericho Sims they are all okay, right? By this time, Rokas Jokibitis will be coming over. He's okay, right? So that puts us in a position where, who else have we got? Balmero also, right? We also got Balmero, right? So Balmero is a slower version of Manu Ginobili, in my opinion.
Correct.
Y'all remember Manu Ginobili, right? The real crafty Argentinian dude, right?
Yeah.
But
and he's also less explosive as well.
Right. But if you, in my opinion, he passes better than Ginobili, a more willing passer.
Yeah, you do have. Before you get too deep down your roster, you have a problem with your starting lineup that the media is concerned with. You have very poor shooting in the backcourt with Fox and RJ. You can't. I'm challenging you whether you should have a slasher and a shooter. I think you would have to pick one of the two. To try to go at it with 2 slashers and no spot up shooter at one of those positions. Like one's gonna slash, the other one's gonna be standing around. They both slash, and those are not 2 guys you want shooting open jumpers on.
Right. No, man. I'm glad you asked. So after I trade Randall, I'm gonna have a talk with Tibbs. Like, hey Tibbs, listen. This is what we doing. You can be here, or you cannot be here. right? And so if Tibbs is like, hey man, I signed this 5-year deal. I want to be here. I can acquiesce to what we're doing. I can acquiesce to changing the pace, getting up and down the floor, playing defense, 94 feet with the young energy and depth that we have, then I'm okay. But if it's a situation where you got to depend on your power forward to kick out the 3-point shooters and multiple complicated rotations, then I gotta let you go and talk to Johnny Bryant. Right? That's it. Now I know y'all don't like young coaches, bro. I know how stubborn y'all get sometimes, right? But the thing is at some point we got to realize in today's game, meaning when this season happens, 22-23, you got to be able to do multiple stuff offensively. Because if a team's shut down one aspect of your game, you can't ISO and hope an ISO player can score and overcome. Right.
Especially when you don't have an efficient ISO player.
Right.
Exactly. Well, you would have him on that new team.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Fox would make RJ better. But G.I. got a great point because I mean, it's kind of like we got to really see because RJ did good in a smooth offense or when Julius Randle was, drawing the defense and playing in that system when it worked. And for them to take him out his position and make him do something that he really had to learn, to me is what made him digress. But I think with a point guard, he'll be fine. But G.I. got a great point, and neither one of them really. RJ could be it, so I don't want to really say he's not, he won't be, but right now he's not a great shooter. Maybe the point guard will make his numbers go back up.
Well, you know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to run a dart offense, right? I'm going to run a dart offense, meaning what I'm going to do is eliminate some pick and roll, right? And since I have the fastest point guard in the game, I'm going to take advantage of that without pick and roll. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to, beat your man off the dribble, suck the defense in. You have a dude in the dunker spot. You have a dude in both corners. And if they cut you off, you always have a dude that we're going to coach to be on your opposite side shoulder wing area. Like, so if I'm driving right-handed, right, that means the dude is going to be on this side of the court so my man can have an outlet. And those people are going to change. So sometimes you're going to see De'Aaron Fox throw a lob to RJ Barrett as opposed to Mitchell Robinson, right? Or you're going to have a big with wide open 3-point shots because he rotated in the offense, right? So it's going to sound scary at first because Knicks, listen, I know it's going to sound scary at first to have a big man that can shoot threes. I know this sounds scary. Right. And guards that catch alley-oops, I know this sounds scary. Right? But when you have RJ Barrett who can get to the paint, who can get to the basket at will, De'Aaron Fox that can get to the basket at will, Zaire Williams that can penetrate and get to the basket at will, and have bigs that can shoot threes, and have athletic wings that can jump and dunk. Your offense, you listen, you don't have to depend on dudes creating 3-point shots all the time. Now people create shots for each other. And this motion offense that's all created by two guards in your backcourt that may not be the best shooters, but they can get to the basket anytime they want to.
I agree. But one question, Freezy, is De'Aaron Fox defense up to par? Because I think we need a guard that could score and be fast like Fox, but guard up as well. Even though he does have like you mentioned, his wingspan and all of that. They say he was right behind Kimba and another guard as far as defense-wise.
Damian Lillard, yeah.
Yeah.
Damian Lillard, Trae Young, De'Aaron Fox, Kimba Walker. Them your four bad point guards defensively. I gotta let this dog outside. I'll be right back here.
Yeah, so that's just the only thing. Like I would rather get a point guard that could play defense and, score and run a team or make plays rather than a point guard that's not really going to be able to stop the ball, the point of attack.
And maybe Hardwill, maybe you won't need him to. Maybe you can hide him because we have better team defenders.
I hope
We have
so.
better on-ball defenders if
so.
that's the scenario.
If he's the only one, D, because that's the problem we have it now. Where
Right,
it's
that's
more than one.
exactly.
Yeah, if he's the only one, I agree. Because Mitch is great at that. Tibbs already got that in system, and it helped us get on that defensive team last season. I like that D when you rotate, like when when they move the ball again. That's the only problem with that D. Like when the guard gets in the paint and Mitch go to help, and then they just throw the lob or the pass to Mitch's man.
Mm-hmm.
Randu or whoever was in that position wasn't rotating over to that pass. But they would have to help. They would have to hide him on defense. But one person wouldn't be bad. Plus, what he brings to the game is worth hiding him. I think that's what's something that's very important with him or any player.
But I would say this too, just to that point. I would say that to this, you didn't see him play defensively because his coaches play a style that defense was never important.
Well,
You're talking about Luke Walton and Alvin Gentry. Defense has never been a priority for them.
So Tibbs may bring it out of him too. So that's a good point, Freezy.
Yeah.
Because with his body,
Fox played great defense in Kentucky, by the way.
Yeah.
And we always mention like size and stuff for a defender and what Tibbs asks for. So that's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to give y'all the update for today's game. We got for the Pacers not playing, Goga Bitadze, Malcolm Brogdon, Duarte's out, Isaiah Jackson's out, Jeremy Lamb's out, LeVert's out, Keelan Martin, and TJ Warren.
So they're pretty much squatted up. Yeah.
Yeah, but they can still beat us because they still got Sabonis and Turner. So
we just need wins.
Yeah.
Can't lose every game.
Yeah. Yeah. And we just need a dub. That's all I really want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but
D, I mean, this scenario that we mentioned, bro, I know it's not ideal and it's not perfect, man. It's maybe not even the one that I want. But what I'm saying is our front office has to do something, man.
And you also expose that how inept they are because we're sitting here in our glorious houses. And this is your brainchild, so I'll give you the credit for it. And coming up with way better scenarios than this front office is, and they're reasonable. I don't see teams, saying like, "What are you out of your mind, Leon Rose? If this is a trade proposal," I don't see that.
Wow, I'm with you. So, bro, I gotta go get some sleep, man.
Yeah, I was just about to say I'm about to head out. I gotta handle something.
Okay, Mr. Freeze. Good job today, gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
All right, y'all.
Man.
Good seeing y'all. Have a good day.
Hey, when y'all gonna be back on Hardwell? When y'all gonna be back on, bro?
Tomorrow.
Y'all gonna be back on tomorrow. Y'all gonna be back on Friday too?
Yeah, Friday too.
Okay, all right. So I might catch the one Friday. I doubt I'll be able to catch the one on Wednesday because of my work schedule, but Friday probably.
Good, bro. It's all good. When you pop in, it's always love.
Yeah.
Still gonna always be here. This is always a good show to come to in the mornings, bro. Good job today, D. Sam, everybody that was on the panel.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No doubt. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here, man. I'll holler at y'all later.
All right,
all right, peace.